Well, well, well. Let's see what's happening here, man. Let's see if we get to show up in here tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. I bought a bunch of goodies for the Fairmont. Made a video on that. I got more goodies coming. Goody, 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 goody. Yeah, man. Christmas time for the Fairmont. Yeah, buddy. But man, I cannot believe that it is December already. Man, I'm telling you what, it is crazy. This year has flown by. I mean, literally has flown by, and it's just crazy. It's crazy, man. So let's see if we can get in here to pop in here tonight. If we can't, then we'll shut her down, dog. Yeah, buddy. And look at here. Sublime GT 500. Fat Boy Fox. Woohoo. Man, we got some heavy hitters in here tonight already. Yes, we do. Man, oh man. Good to see you guys. Mr. Blitzkrieg 1987. What is going on with you? We got Barbecue 5.0. What's going on, Mike? Hope everything's going well. Hope your travels are safe and you are having fun driving. But anyhow, we got all these good people coming in here already. This is the main thing. Yes, it is. We got all the good people coming in. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? If we get four people, we get four people. If we get 25, we get 25. But we're going to have a good time no matter what it is. Yes, we are. Just got back from award ceremony at the drag strip. Cool, dude. Did you get some money? I hope you got some money. Did you win some money? Let us know if you won some money there, Sublime. Shoot, let me drop a link down in here and let some of you guys come up there. For dude, yo, what is going on, my YouTube friend? Guys, I'm telling you what, it's a great night. I got a lot of things going on with the Fairmont. I'm getting up there, buddy. Thumbs up. My torque converter came in today. Go watch the video. It'll explain it to you. Yes, it will. All right, let me get this straightened out here. Get over here to some YouTube. Refresh that. Let's bring this over here. Stop there because I don't hear that dude's big mouth. You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. So let's see where we at. Where we at? Go right here. Do. And we say pop out chat. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to have a good show tonight. Yes, sir. We're going to have a good show for all of us. We're all going to have some fun, talk about some good stuff, whatever it comes out to, dude. Yeah, buddy. So let's see. Yeah. All right. Now we're moving. Now we're with Slats Raptor 93. What is going on, my friend? Yes, you do. Is sitting right over there, buddy. Uh-huh. Yes, you do. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go here. Bam, bam. Hey, what is going on, Zach? My other YouTube friend. Yeah, Zach's a good old boy. He's down there in Florida. He's a good dude. Uh-oh, here goes the wife. She's walking past the door there. She's probably thinking, what is he doing in there? I am doing whatever I feel like. You just watched it? Well, thank you, Fat Boy Fox. I appreciate it, brother. We just got some stuff coming on, and we're going to start getting that thing together, man. I'm going to get that thing. I'm going to get it pushed out in the middle of the garage. We're going to get things going, man. We're going to get things started and have a good time. Yes, we are. Look at my friend. Here comes my friend and your friend. Yes, it is. Well, what's going on, Sublime? Tell us about your little award there today.
You sound like a radio disc jockey. Here comes my friend and your friend, folks. Dial it in.
Let me tell you something, my friend. I'm just going to turn this whole channel around right now and let you have the mic.
Oh, stop. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Freaking took forever for them to freaking start handing stuff out. I mean, got there at 3:00. They didn't even start handing stuff out till like 5:30.
Really?
I mean, they had free pizza and stuff, but I mean, normally it'd be, you think, maybe an hour and a half, and they'll start handing stuff out.
Well, let's get on to the nitty-gritty here, though, Sublime. Did you win anything? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I got $100 for finishing 7th over the points, and then I got 200 for a second place finish in the first race.
Really?
You got 300 total. I gave 100 back to the guy that owns the sled that I race, and yeah, made $200. But then put 40 back in my gas tank to get home.
Well, hey, man, $40 in your gas tank's $40 worth of gas. That's all there is to it. Brian Allen, what's going on, my friend?
Yeah, at least now I got a full tank of gas now after coming back from there.
Shoot, heck yeah, man, it's awesome.
Dude,
Even
Pigs just went live. What the hell? I think that's what I saw.
what's that?
I have a notification that Pink's just went live. I think that's what it is.
Oh, I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
them. But anyhow, I don't know what to tell them. But anyhow, I haven't got nothing from nobody. But it's Craig. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. I got a lot going on, man. We got the torque converter today. The guy that put the engine together for me, he come by and we talked for a little bit and this and that, and yeah, I'm getting ready to rock and roll, man. My grandson, he wants to help me. You know, he needs to learn a little something here. So it'd be great to see him get over here and help me out.
Yeah,
So,
all the key parts are starting to come into place. I thought it was already happened to barbecue, Mike, but looks like this Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna probably have to go out one day and do some few touch-ups. Only because the weather's gonna be good enough, and I get paid cash to do it, so why not?
Cash is king, baby.
Well,
cash.
It'll be a check that I deposit, but still cash, not taxed.
Right.
Hell, even if it's a few hours, that's $120.
Well, he just writes you a personal check then, or does he write it out to cash?
No, he writes personal check.
Cash money,
baby.
Cash money. So shoot, man. I mean, dude, I'm so geeked up about this Fairmont, man, getting this thing back. Woo!
You're finally getting all those key pieces to start coming together.
I am.
Like I said, the light at the end of the tunnel. Transmission tunnel, that is.
Dude, I'm going to tell you something right now. It's moving along good. I'm happy.
You're still waiting on the torque converter, right?
No, they dropped the torque converter off today.
They said it was going to take like 2 weeks or something.
But I got it today. He dropped it off today. Well, it's been a couple weeks, I'd say.
Time flies.
Dude, I can't believe it's December already. I mean, it's just like, wow. My wife's like, I got to go Christmas shopping. I said, not me.
Yeah, Kim still has something to do too.
Yeah, my wife's already done most of it. She just has to get some stuff for my oldest boy's daughters and stuff like that. So it's Christmas. I spent all my money on her and the house and the Fairmont. So I'm broke.
So yeah, turns out there's like 15 sponsors for that series that I raced.
Really?
Yeah, they're all donate money.
So, I mean, does anybody sponsor the guy that owns your sled?
Well, I mean, my buddy that owns it. I mean, every time I fill out my tech card, when it says sponsor, what line to put there, I just put the name of his company, which is, the drywall company.
Okay.
That he owns. Cool. But, yeah, he sponsors it. He's the one that buys all the parts. That's why anytime I win money, I got to turn around and usually give him 50% of it, which is fine.
No, but the thing about it is that you get to do it for free. I mean, it costs a bit of money, but I mean, it's his equipment.
Yeah. Every race when I go there, I buy, a couple of 10-pound bags of ice, or not 10-pound, the big bags of ice. I forget what pound those are. I think they are 10 pounds. Yeah. I get ice, and then, usually when I get there, I'll go get the race gas that I'll use for my sled, which is like $20. At the track. So like I said, I chip in when I can. Because, dude, I mean, the parts for that sled aren't cheap, and he had to get a handful of parts this year when the pole cord broke.
Parts for none of that stuff is cheap anymore.
No.
Hey, Barbecue 50, getting tools. You getting some tools for yourself, or are you getting tools for somebody else?
Wait, what video is Mike Hall talking about?
My video that I just dropped tonight.
Oh, I didn't even get a notification for it.
You got a notification for Pinks though.
I did. That's weird. But it's a live stream, not a video.
Yeah.
Your notifications. I got your notification for your live stream.
You was first one. You was first one in here, wasn't you?
See, I think the notifications on videos sometimes differ from notifications on streams.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
was go live last night.
See what?
It was cool to see Funky go live last night.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, see,
Dude,
I was at my son-in-law's. I didn't get home till. How did we get home?
I don't know, but you was at family, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we got home by 10. No, it was 10:30.
Oh, tools for yourself. That's cool, Mike. Hey, what's going on, Woody?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I didn't know if anybody was going live tonight or what they were doing or whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And I just figured, you know what? I'm going live. First time I ever saw a sled race was on Sublime's channel. It was put a smile on my face. Dude, I'm telling you, hey, those sleds, those things are badass.
Yeah. Let's, Craig, you should ride one of those two things down the 8th mile or quarter mile, man. It's so much fun, dude. You're like 12 inches off the ground, maybe 16 or 18, and just freaking flying. Doing 120, 130 in a quarter mile, that low off the ground.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, buddy. Bakersfield, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, I mean, dude, I'm just so fired up right now over this freaking fair. I should have did this stream out in the garage.
Yeah, with the Fairmont in the background.
Mm-hmm. So my grandson, he's getting a little geeked up. He says, "Oh, we'll get this car done by spring." And I said, "That's my plan. That's my plan." Bama 5.0. What is going on, my YouTube friend?
Oh boy, Bam is here.
Yeah, he's our
your boyfriend's here.
Bama's our rainbow buddy.
Rainbow buddy.
That's a pretty good. Bama's our rainbow buddy. But yeah, so you want a couple $100, and did you get a little trophy or anything?
Huh?
Did you get a trophy?
No, only top 3 or 5 get trophies. The number first place trophy is pretty badass, dude. It's like freaking, I don't know, 3-4 feet tall. Got a tri-tower base and then another level above that. It's pretty badass.
So a good trophy then. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a good trophy.
But you don't need it. Collect all dogs. More work.
Hi, Miss Kim. Hi, Miss Kim. How are you, Miss Kim?
She said you don't need it. It collects dust.
Yeah, more work.
More work.
More work. For who?
Whoever's dusting it, I guess.
Oh.
Whoever's got to dust those trophies.
Kim, you got all your Christmas shopping done yet?
I'm halfway. Not the whole 100 yet.
No, not quite halfway.
Well, thank God I had other kids move out of state, so I didn't have to shop for them.
Oh, yeah?
A lot.
My kids don't care where they live. They expect me to shop to them either way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she expects me to send her something, gift card or something, Kiana.
Right. Did you get Sublime some new tires for the back of the Shelby?
They don't need them. They're still good.
I'm talking about.
I don't know if I told you that. When I went to go get that oil change the other day, so I finally got a chance to look at the inner edge of those tires. Since Dale did the alignment down in Tennessee, things are wearing perfectly, dude. Perfectly.
Good.
Thank God. No more uneven tire wear on the ends and end of those tires. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, but I was talking about the Mickey Thompsons.
Oh, those ones I still have a little bit of life left in them. I'd say they probably got one more, either one more track day or a few more street days left on them.
Right. Yeah, Barbecue Mike says he'll never get on a sled again. Oh, Miss Kim, unlock your purse, please. That's Bama. What are you talking about?
Miss Kim, unlock your purse, please.
Yeah, well, Bama, why don't you unlock your purse?
Stop until I drop.
Stop until I drop.
Gary told Bama to unlock his purse.
I'm stopping until I drop.
She said she's shopping until she drops, Bama.
That's awesome.
And you know what Bama will say? Well, that's fine. When you're dropping, I'll catch your purse on your way down. Oh, shit.
Everything is so expensive now.
Well, I mean, think about this. So I only got actually in this month right here, I only work. I'm only going to be working probably. I'll work next Wednesday. So Wednesday I got to work because I'm at the hall 4 days this week, except for Wednesday. Then I don't have to work. Then I got to work Monday. Then I got to work the 11th, and so I'll only be working like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days this month at work.
Who's doing Christmas dinner?
And look at here. Look at this guy,
Yeah,
man.
look at this guy. Hey.
What's
What's up,
going on?
Stupefast? Hey, yeah, you better make sure it's Stupefast before you bring him up.
Yeah,
It's-
no kidding.
I seen him moving around and giggling and
Yeah. Cat in the
Um,
background. No, not this time. Right.
dude, that cat is huge.
Yeah, that's a big cat. I think he's 30 pounds or pretty close. Let me pop up the chat.
Barbecue,
There we
Mike,
go.
I think so. I don't know. I believe so. Should be.
There we go.
Man, my hard toothbrush will fall out and start buzzing.
YouTube wanted, hey, Mr. I can't ever say his name.
That's great.
Blitzgrit. For some reason, those emojis Bama posted it wanted me to approve those.
The smiley faces?
No,
Or the
it
laughing?
looks like eggplants.
No, the three emojis next to each other?
No, there's some ones after that.
I don't even see those.
Neither do I. Hey, what's
What's
up,
up?
Katana?
What's up, Katana?
So, Katana, Sublime didn't realize your name was Matt, too.
I did.
Who's Matt? Who another Matt?
Yeah, the 88 Katana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name's Matt. Matter of fact, he lives in Rockford, Illinois.
Yeah, about an hour west of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the Chrysler plant still in? There used to be a big Chrysler plant in Rockford.
In Rockford.
Yeah.
Yep. He said, "Yep."
They built neons there. I was there in like the 90s, about the same time I was at the Rouge. I went to the Rouge plant when they built SN 95s there back in the day. And then,
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
well, the original Mustangs were built at Rouge too, weren't they?
Right.
Yeah. They had the
And where was that?
Changed that.
Detroit.
Oh, okay.
It's now, I think that's an F-150 plant now.
It is.
Yeah. Mine was built in Kansas City, I want to say. So,
Yeah, I got lucky. Mine was built right here.
yeah, that is nice. They don't do regular cabs. Well, I don't think in Rouge.
Okay, there's your cat. He's
Oh, yeah.
sneaking up on you.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly, Barbecue Mike. It's not a
not
Mike, it's a Matt.
That's very
Smash
true.
fast. Yeah, so anyhow, the 88 Katana 600, he does bump and paint. Hey, what's going on, Paints?
Hey,
Yeah, so Katana, he does bump and paint. He just bought a new house and he's got a nice garage and can do everything in there now. So he should be set. Hey, what's going on, Rattle Trap? Good to see you, brother.
Thanks. What's up? Rattle Trap.
Pinks was going to go live, it looks like. But I didn't see a notification for that.
I got a notification, but it wasn't one for going live in 30 minutes. It looked like it was a notification that he just fired up a live. And like I said, I think it
Oh.
happened like 5 minutes right after Gary started his, so he probably didn't even know.
Yeah. Hey, Ralph Trap.
Bakersfield, you're funny. But yeah, so I mean, so he's got a bomb shop. So actually, he's probably not too far from you either, right? Stupid fast.
No, he'd be closer to Sublime by quite a lot.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Katana.
Katana. He's in Rockford, Illinois.
Oh yeah, he's way closer to me. Oh well, yeah. Stupid Fast, you're still like a couple hours from me.
Yeah.
A little
Okay,
over.
so he's west of you, Sublime, and then so that makes him farther west for Stupid Fast. I see.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yep.
right in between Carmob and Sublime.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm almost right in between you and
Rockford.
yeah, Rockford. Kind of.
Mike, Dad, are you sure that's a cat and not a raccoon?
Yeah, it's a big cat. Hey, Zach.
Zachariah. Hey, Frank Three Stains. Good to see you again, brother. He was on last night too over on Funkies.
I like having that pop out chat for YouTube on
MJI. Looky here.
Yeah.
Boy, we got all the heavy hitters here tonight, don't we?
We do.
What's up,
Yeah.
Frank? What's up, MJI? You live close to Rockford too, Slash Raptor? Like, are you what? West of Rockford, north, east, south?
Hey, man.
Hey, Pinks, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
Another day in paradise.
So,
He's-
sorry, I had a live going too. I didn't know you'd gone live.
I don't think either of us knew we were going live.
Yeah, I set it up like 20 minutes before I started it because I set it up, posted it, and then I took the dogs out. When I came back in, I just started it up. Didn't even look again. If I'd been
What's
you
going
live,
on,
I'd have just come in
man?
here.
Good to see you, brother.
I
He's-
told everybody to come over here that was in. I had like 4 people in the chat or in the.
Well, I appreciate that.
So I told them to come on over this way. Wow,
I don't know if it was better than OBS. That's what you said, Bakers.
well, isn't this? I thought StreamYard was an OBS.
It is.
Okay, just not the
Just
brand
okay.
name.
Just the way he said it. Mach 1 is StreamYard like OBS, or is it better than OBS? Oh, I read that wrong. I get it. I read it wrong.
I think it's way more user friendly than OBS.
OBS
Okay,
was the one you didn't have to pay for, though, wasn't it? The one you downloaded on your computer and just set it up.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I've had an OBS on my computer that if I use it, it is way more powerful than StreamYard.
yeah.
But it all
yeah.
runs through my computer, so if you don't have a good internet connection, it doesn't work very well.
Okay. So everybody connects through you and then it gets uploaded to YouTube.
Right. Whereas with
We're better
StreamYard,
off.
you're using their servers.
We're better off using StreamYard then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My internet sucks. So back at my old house, I could use it.
I got
use
good
it, yeah.
internet, but I would rather for it to go through StreamYards than me have to host it like that, you know?
Yeah. Well, I had my internet set up back then to host stuff like that, no problem. I had a server that I ran out of my house too. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't got none of that.
yeah.
Georgia
So,
lost? What?
what?
Holy crap. Georgia lost.
To Alabama?
I didn't know who they played. Is that who they played? They lose to Alabama today?
Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about yesterday, wasn't it?
I thought so. Yeah, I think they were playing Alabama today, but I couldn't remember if it was Tennessee or Georgia playing Alabama.
Yeah, because Salty said something to Bama
Not
about
Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about Michigan going all the way, and I've been seeing people today saying Alabama just not going to be beat, but I don't know.
Yeah. Alabama beat them 27-24. I just looked it up.
Yeah, Salty and
Salty will be crying.
Salty and Bama was talking about it yesterday.
Right.
I'm gonna be right back, guys. I gotta go clear my nose out.
Bama told Salty, he says, you're going to lose your money. He goes, don't lose your money. He goes, I can't tell you until tomorrow's game. That's what it was.
Hmm.
Ain't that right, Bama? Yeah, I thought he was saying that, is it OBS, kind of like, is it, how they used to talk about the cassette tapes? Is it Max? Or
Yeah, right. Well, plus OBS is old body style truck, usually it's referring to too.
Okay. Yeah, Barbecue Mike, I was surprised Funky went live. I talked to him yesterday and asked him, and he said he wasn't sure. But it was cool. I'm glad he did.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
He's back.
I could breathe through my nose again, though. That's a good thing.
You can breathe through your
Yeah.
nose. It's good.
Yeah,
No.
well, I've my sinuses and everything. It's just been getting plugged up. The weather change lately. Oh yeah, it took me a minute to get what he was trying to say with that license plate that Motorhead
Ford-
just posted. Ford.
Ford Wapta?
No, Wapta.
Ford
Oh,
You
Ford
Wapta,
Wapta.
Bobby. It's a Wapta.
Oh my God. Ford Wapta. Is that like a baby saying it?
No, that's
Well,
like Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd, yeah.
Oh,
You know,
Ford Wapta. Okay.
Ed Motorhead, I'm gonna have to tell you, just let Sublime work on it for a while. They'll get it for you. Let's go. Probably gonna get slapped and then close to a decade. Yeah. Where'd Bama go? He was in here.
That kind of stuff is back.
I wish that heart wasn't there. That's annoying.
I know. I'm glad it's not here on StreamYard. It
Yeah.
gets on my phone. It totally gets in the way, and you
Yeah.
can't move it.
Yeah, I don't see the point of that. Because I always thought that YouTube kind of discouraged emojis, and then they give you a way to just plaster them in there.
Look at MJI.
MJI.
Oh, damn.
OBS is my ex, old stupid bitch. Oh, you got a lot of love for her. That's why she's the ex.
Sounds about right. And I agree. That's my ex too, MJI.
Well, I'm glad I don't have an ex. I mean, I do got an ex, but I'm glad I don't have an ex-wife.
Ah, yeah, no shit. I have an ex-wife, unfortunately. So
My oldest
Lay
son's
down. You
mom-
got food.
it's Gooey Wapta. You sure it's not a
Leave
Wapta
it
Wapta?
Oh, I know.
Oh, Chad, you're silly.
You have to be. It kind of gets confusing because there's that four-wheeler thing called a Raptor too, and sometimes people talk about.
Oh
those.
yeah, I do like those. Those are nice.
Yeah.
The side by side Raptors
Mhm.
are
Right.
beasts, but you can get those
I
priced
had a
over
place-
40 grand.
I wish I had
Half
a
as
place.
much as a Ford Raptor.
If I had a place around here, I'd have one, but I don't have a place around here to ride it.
I know that's
No shit. They take up some space. Now you got how far are you from the dunes?
About 3 hours.
That's not too far.
I'm closer to
Yeah.
the dunes than he is.
Oh well then you know,
But I'm
Actually, you are.
still.
you buy
I'm-
one and
I'm a
share it
little-
with Mach 1.
I'm a little too. I'm past my dunes days. I think.
So am I, but and I'm
Yeah.
only 52. But my
Yeah.
back's telling me I'm done with stuff like that.
Right. Let's not push our luck. I'm okay right now. I don't need to.
See, and Mr. Blitzkrieg, he said the same thing. He didn't know. He thought we was talking about a four side by side.
Yeah, that's true. The only reason I think about the truck Raptor most of the time is because I deal with Fords all the time,
Right.
and the side by side Raptor is actually a secondary thought for me now.
Hey, these guys at work got them, but they got places up north, and
Oh.
listen, they can keep track of where everybody's at when they're riding up there.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
got that
good thing.
GPS and everything, man. And you're looking at $50,000 machines.
Oh, I was watching a couple weeks ago. Cletus was at the dunes in California, at that big thing where everybody, I don't know where it is exactly, but there were so many, because at night they all had those tall antennas with lights on them. So many like thousands of side by sides out there, thousands, and none of them look cheap. None of them.
Oh, it's
Unless-
crazy. When we go up north to my buddy's place, we ride our enduros up there, and we take our four-wheelers up there too. But those guys, they come through there. You got to pull over to the side, and there'll be 30 of them going through, passing us, or coming the opposite way, one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? And you got to get out of their way because they'll run your ass over because they don't see you coming.
Yep.
Barbecue Mike, my ex-wife is. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I thought you said your ex-wife had nuts. Okay, is nuts.
That's even funnier.
That choked up Sublime.
No, he was choking on a piece of resin.
That's something you
Yeah.
don't want to mistype.
No.
Oh, what is that? Stop. Hold on.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. Those crotch rockets, I think they're uncomfortable. I hate them.
They are uncomfortable as shit. Even when I was
Mhm.
younger, I didn't really like riding them. I like cruisers.
Yeah.
And if anything, maybe a sport bike that's kind of that crossover between a cruiser and a crotch rocket. Those are okay, but I really like to have that back support.
Well, Joel right here says, Fat Boy Fox, they can ride. We can ride them on the road here too. They played them.
Yeah, saw that in Lakewood, Washington. Saw a couple of them driving down the road with plates on. They just aren't allowed on the freeway.
What's up, ladies?
Mine wasn't bad. He said,
Salty.
so you want to put a Hummer foot on your mud flaps, huh, man, Motorhead? Looking up a hitch.
And to clarify what Stupid Fast Truck said, no, I will not be crying about the
You
football
won't be
game.
crying. Oh, you were on when I said that.
No, because I was listening in the chat. No, hey, look, Alabama was a better team today, man. Can't bitch about it, man. It was a good close game.
What we were talking about yesterday, though, right?
Yeah, what we're talking about though, see, it was Alabama and Georgia playing today for the SEC championship.
Right.
All right. So now, of course, now they're both tied because Georgia was undefeated in the regular season. So now the playoff starts. Now we'll have to see where everything goes. But it's over for Georgia. They're not going to win a national championship this year now.
Do they have
They're
a
gonna-
chance still? Or are they out?
Mathematically, they do, but they're going to drop so far down in the rankings now, it ain't going to be funny.
That's
I mean, they
crazy,
were
though,
they
when
were ranked number
undefeated.
one.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
they
fan
were-
of how they do the rankings. So
Yeah, they were undefeated the last two. They've only lost one game in 3 years.
Really?
So everybody say hello to Tim Windsor, man. I ain't seen him in a while.
What's up, Tim?
hey,
What's up,
Tim
Chuck?
Windsor, how's it going?
But it is what it is. Hey, Alabama was a better team today. My hat's off to them, man. They beat us. The main thing I wanted out of the game. I wanted a really good close game, and that's what I got. So I'm happy.
What's the close games that are the best games, man? Because they keep
Yep.
you guessing, you know what I mean?
Did it go?
Yeah,
in a-
I've already been on down Facebook, just scrolling and reading, and all the haters and shit like, oh, the Georgia got screwed by the refs. No, they didn't. They just got their ass beat by a better team today. Simple as that. End of story.
there wasn't any big close calls or anything that.
Oh, they were both close calls on both sides. There were penalties on both sides. But hey, that's football, man. You know what I mean? That's just football.
Yeah.
Rattle Tramp said, "Let's see who the Final Four." Well,
We gotta start the playoffs. That'll start. Alabama came into this game ranked 8th in the rankings. Georgia was number 1. Now I think they're going to flip flop. Now I think Alabama. I don't think they're going to go to number 1, but I think Georgia's going to fall all the way back to 8.
But I'm going to tell you, Fat Boy Fox says you was crying before you came up on panel.
No. I wasn't even crying during the game, dude. I wasn't crying at all. It was a good game. Like I said, they only lost by 3 points. So I mean, who could be mad about that? That's a good close football game.
So who do you think is going to be in the Final Four?
I think Michigan's going to win the whole damn thing.
You think so? I hope
Yeah,
so.
they got a good team. I've been watching them.
Thanks, Tim.
Now-
I appreciate it, brother.
But I will say this about Michigan versus everybody else. And please don't take this the wrong way, but Michigan just really hadn't played anybody worth anything this year. We will know
Ohio
when it comes. Ohio State ain't shit.
What?
See, that's what
Man,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Ohio State ain't shit. Everybody knew Michigan was going to win that game. Come on, man. Nobody can stop Michigan's got such an awesome running game, and their defense is badass this year. We knew they were going to shut Ohio State down.
That's this year, but the last couple of years they sucked.
Yeah, but look, man, they have got a all-around good football team on both sides of the ball,
Yeah,
and they got a really good special teams too.
That's Michigan State, Rattle Trap.
Well, like I said, it's gonna be a good playoff, and then it's gonna be a good national championship. Whoever gets in there, it's gonna be a good game.
Notre Dame is like the opposite of Michigan, though. They have a really easy schedule, and they're always overrated.
Yeah, you know what next year is going to be? Next year, the SEC is going to be it's going to be an all-out brawl in the SEC next year because there ain't going to be no puppy kickers in the SEC next year because you got Oklahoma and Texas coming into the SEC next year. So
That's
the
a tough
ACC
division. And
oh man, the SEC is going to be like, hey, man, it's going to be nothing but Bulldogs every game.
Rattletrap, I'm pretty sure he's a state coach. He's the one that's got all that shit going against him right now.
Is Blunt driving somewhere?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. I just wondered.
Yeah.
Michigan and Ohio State sucks. Oh, Bama, we're not going to talk about you and your purse.
No, but you know, everybody's going to be talking about the two teams next year that's going to be really good. Well, I'm sorry, but how can you say they're going to be any good when they've got nobody to play? You got Clemson and then you got Florida State, which both of them are in the ACC, but the two best teams in the ACC are leaving next year, coming to the SEC. So all they're going to be doing is puppy kicking the whole damn season. They ain't going to have nobody to play.
Well, I got to let you guys know something. I don't know jack shit about
Yeah, I
football.
don't really know that
care.
much.
Me either.
You know, that's my. So I'm not sure because Rattletrap said Michigan's coach is still in hot water, but that's the state's coach, I believe, right?
Yeah.
No, hell no, that's Michigan Wolverines. No, that's Michigan Wolverines coach.
what
I
do
thought
you
it was state because I know state's
No.
coach against him too.
Yeah, no, Michigan Wolverines. Their coach is they're saying that he sent his secondary coaches to other games to film and spy on the other teams to learn their play calls.
Okay, that right there, maybe. But the coach I was talking about, the state's coach, he got in trouble for messing around with those girls and that.
Yeah. So in that
I think
in college
Sending your other
football,
coaches around to film is smart thinking as a coach.
no. In college football, you do not cross that line. That's something that's not
you do
allowed.
because you want to win. That's what you
No.
do.
You don't understand. That don't stand in college football. That don't go. That's why he is suspended. That's why he is suspended for the rest of the season. Because
That's right.
that shit is no joke, buddy. You don't fuck around with that in college football.
Really?
I think you should. I think
I never
everybody
knew
should
that.
do it. At this point, just everybody do it. It'd make the games more fair.
So you send somebody undercover to go get it.
Yes,
No,
you
you do
do
it
it.
in the stands. You only do it from the stands.
And when they did that shit, he got caught, and that's why he got suspended for the rest of the season. Because
Were
that
they in the
is
stands as paying fans?
that was, man. It don't matter where they were at. If they were doing
I
it,
think
it
if
was
they're
still.
in the stands, it's fair game to film it.
That's
No
why
matter who you are.
that's why I was letting you guys know. I don't know jack crap about football, and I
I
know,
know.
he
I
was
just
saying
learned
something.
something there. I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was
a big deal.
illegal to do that, but I don't
Yeah,
think it
that
should
is
be.
that is frowned on heavily by the College Football Association. You do not do
Well, the
that.
College Football Association is all about the money too, so screw them.
Yeah,
Well,
they
I
don't-
mean,
they don't want anybody filming the game when they don't get a kickback from the
Exactly.
right.
That's what they were pissed off about.
well, they just don't like it when other teams send coaches like in damn plain clothes or whatever to go film other teams' plays. Well, not plays. They're not worried about the play. They're worried about the play calls on the sideline. When the coaches call plays by hand signals, they want to learn what those hand signals mean.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what he got in trouble for.
Okay.
Okay, and that's just being good at doing your job.
No, I'm telling you what.
No.
That
It's
is
good at
plain
doing
as-
your job.
Plain
What
and
was
simple.
bad
That
was-
is.
No, the bad part was he got
Caught.
I
Well, of
bet you
course.
everybody's doing it,
Well,
and he got caught.
and they
he did it. He
and-
slipped up somehow.
and at your defense, you're probably right. Most all
I
teams are
don't
probably
care
doing
either
that shit.
way. I literally don't care because I could care. I give a rat's ass about Major League or college football. I just don't care any sports for that matter. If I
No,
watch
I'm-
a sport, it's for me to have fun.
But
But-
I mean, the thing is, if they get caught cheating, they're gonna get beat up on it. That's all.
They're gonna get in trouble, and it's his fault. He got caught. He pays the price. There you go.
That's right. But the bad part about it, he gets caught. The whole team pays the price when it comes.
Yeah,
down.
Yeah,
that,
that
see,
does
that's
suck.
That's the bad part right there, Mr. Gary. The whole team, the players, themselves. I ain't worried about the coaches because their careers are already made, set, and they're good. It's the players coming up is the one that's going to have to feel the wrath of that shit, and that's going to affect them. That could affect them in the draft. That could affect the amount of money they get in the draft, what team they go to.
So what
That's
we
the
do
bad
is
part.
We take it down to where major league players, no matter what sport it is, don't get paid what they get paid now. And then that won't be such a big thing. And everybody won't try and, make it through on sports. They'll try and actually maybe do the academic part.
Well,
Well, Rattle Trap says you can always watch film, which you can. So, I mean,
yes, you can. But the thing about the film is they never film the coach doing the play calls and the players on the field at the same time, so you can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah.
That's when I take films from other people in the stadium.
But it's one of those things. It's like it's almost like an unwritten rule in college football. It's just good, honest
People in the
sportsmanship.
stadium,
You know what I mean?
Regular people in the stadiums filming from different angles and throwing it on YouTube.
Okay,
That's where
but
I
this,
got my film from. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
but problem is, this wasn't regular people. This was part of the coaching staff that did that
see,
shit.
They didn't
that's
even
what
hide
they
it.
have to do it with
No,
regular people and pay them a
No,
little
that's
bit
where they
more.
got it.
but see, like here, like this Birds Craig's talking about down here, high school kids making big bucks playing sports. Those
I
kids
know.
are the ones that these colleges are watching, so they're paying them.
Dude, you heard about the damn the quarterback in Texas in high school, right? Making $8 million as a senior.
See, that shouldn't happen. It's getting out of control.
Now,
He's making $8 million as a senior.
Wow.
That's
I
a
mean,
senior in high school?
Yeah, he's in high school as a senior, making $8 million by sponsorship.
Oh, okay, sponsorships.
Because now they passed that rule to where college players can get paid now. Because it used to be where college players was not allowed to accept money from nobody. They had to play the game, then they got their money once they made it to the NFL. Well, now the law and the rule is now college guys can actually get paid now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
They can't be paid directly by the school, though, can they?
they can get paid by any. No, it's all sponsorship.
Sponsorship.
So it's all boosters and stuff like that.
Well, Nike or somebody like that.
Yes, it's all sponsorship from big corporations, big entities, and stuff like that. They don't sponsor the whole team. They just sponsor that one individual player.
Everybody else on the
He
team.
can't wear like flare from the sponsor though. I think there's a rule there.
Yeah, I don't think they can wear. I think you're right. I don't think they can wear sponsorship logos or nothing like that.
You know
on
where
their
that
uniforms.
flare comes from, Pinks?
What's that?
You know where that the term flare comes from? The movie Office Space.
Office Space, yeah.
Yeah, right. One of the best movies ever made. If you've watched
I love that movie. That is
See,
a
this-
great movie.
See, this is one of the things that I've hated about college football since they introduced all this rule. And I like the idea of the portal system where players can go jump in the portal and they can go from one team to the next team. I that part I like because they're doing nobody no good if they're sitting on a bench for this other college and they can go through the portal and get into another college and maybe be a starter or something like that so they can get playing time, get the visibility from TV exposure and all this other kind. That part I like about it. But I don't like the part where college guys are getting paid. I think they should still have to play the game and then wait till they get to the pros to make the money. That's the part I
You know
don't
what
like.
pisses me off about all this? Is I'm not making that fucking money and I work my ass off.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you chose a different profession than they did.
it.
That's it. All comes down to that,
no, I
man.
didn't choose not to play football. That was chosen for me.
Football, those people though, they get beat up. They get so screwed up
Oh yeah.
by that.
Oh yeah. I mean, any game of theirs could be their last football game.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's just if they get the wrong type hit or the wrong type injury, and it might not even come from being hit. They could be running down the field and step wrong, snap their knee, their fucking career is over with right there.
They could all get into a bathtub and it could end their career.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's bad because I mean I wanted to race motocross. My parents said absolutely not, and I'm like, really? You want me to play football where I can get my neck broke, but yet I can't ride motocross?
I'm gonna have to say Motocross is probably safer.
How we yelling that with Gary?
I was good, man. You know what I'm saying? The guy had a full sponsor and everything, but my parents wouldn't sign on the dotted line.
I had that same exact problem when I went to. I almost got sponsored, and I rode with some of the people back in the early mid '80s. In the mid '80s, became big. They became huge, but my parents would not let me do it.
Didn't you?
And because I was a minor, it required their signature.
Didn't you almost have to get a new bike every year back then because the technology was changing so fast?
Oh God, I think
No.
so. Yeah.
Well, in the '80s, not as much as it was in the '90s.
Oh, really? Okay, because I was thinking it was the late
I think
70s,
I
early
mean
80s.
every maybe 2 years I'd have to get a new bike. But if you motocross race,
Well,
you needed a
still
new bike
2
every year.
years. Every
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
I
you
had
price.
a,
You go by the price of these bikes, these motocross bikes today compared to what it was back in the 80s. Holy
Oh, God.
shit.
They
These
were
bikes
cheap back
today,
then.
dude, they are no joke. Even some high dollar
remember-
damn motorcycles.
I remember when I was married to my first wife, and grandma, mom's mom, bought the oldest son, which not my kid, but my ex-wife's oldest son, bought him a 175 Yamaha or 125, all aluminum. And I went and he brought it over, and I went and grabbed it and picked it up with one hand, the whole bike, one hand, picked it up. Like son of a bitch. I was like, with this small engine, it's not going to go anywhere. I got on it; it felt like the 250 I rode back in the '80s, speed
It was
wise,
so damn
power
light.
wise.
Yep.
The guy that wanted to sponsor me, his son was out there, and we to go to this certain little track out there. You know, it was all sand. It was a nice track.
Nice.
Somebody had paid it for their kid to practice on. So we used to all go out there and ride. Well, this guy, he owned a place called Chuck Cycle Center, and Yamaha was sponsoring his son. And this guy, when we grabbed his son, I had a little YZ80. He had a 125, and I was smoking his ass.
Oh, nice.
And his dad says, "I want you to be on the team with my son." And
You rode Yamaha?
Yep.
Yeah, see,
And,
I was a Honda rider. I was looking at being sponsored by our Honda dealership
Yeah.
because
So
I got my bikes from them. So,
we was.
Oh,
I had a,
The only sponsor
I
I had was the Pine Tree in the Woods because I nailed that motherfucker a bunch.
oh,
Don't lie to nobody.
I had a bong
What's up,
sponsorship
Shell?
in high school.
A bong sponsorship.
Parents wouldn't sign on the dotted line, but it didn't stop me from having an all-pro bong career. So
Everybody's
I'm-
everybody
still
say
going
hello.
Go ahead, Gary.
Everybody say hello, Sal.
Hey, Shell.
Hey,
Hey,
Shell. Oh, and I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Bama. Congratulations, buddy. Y'all's team did it. Congratulations.
I don't know where Bama went to. I don't think he likes us anymore.
he's in there.
he's
He's
in there. He was. I just saw him a minute ago.
Yeah, he commented not too long ago.
But I will say this, Bama. I hope Michigan whoops your ass if you play them.
I actually don't have any clue who would win because I don't
Oh.
watch games.
I watch them. Because, dude, I'm telling you what, I cannot stand watching pro football. I absolutely hate it. But college football, I love that shit. I'm addicted
You know,
to
I
that shit.
used to love college ball. I did back when they didn't get paid. So back in the '90s and 2000s, I watched college ball and I enjoyed it. But I didn't watch it. I didn't keep up with stats. I didn't care who won. I really didn't care who won. I'd watch a game to have an excuse to sit around and drink beer and eat pretzels or whatever the hell at the bar because we'd watch college ball at the bar. And it was good times. Just
But I want
telling
you guys to know that Bama he had a chance to be sponsored by Trojan. Down.
That's Southern Cal, right?
Southern
That's the
Cal.
Greeks,
That's
I think,
what it is
isn't
now.
it? Wasn't the Greeks the Trojans? Did they all get stuffed inside a horse's ass? Something like
Mr.
that?
Gary, I want to say thank you for going live, dude. I was absolutely bored shitless tonight. I was like, I was setting up my damn
Yeah.
StreamYard so I could start hosting streams again. And all of a sudden you
had
went
two
live,
of us
and I said,
going live
screw it.
tonight.
I said, screw it. I'll do it later.
Me and Pinks went live at the same time, I guess.
Oh, really?
We're within 5 minutes of each other, not knowing the other was live.
I don't know
Wow.
about the rest of you guys, but it's been ever since the game has been over with, dude, I've been bored to
Oh.
fucking death, man.
I watched Wing Commander, the movie from like 2000, the old movie, which is horrible because I played the game. and it doesn't follow along with the game. And the graphics in the movie were worse than what they were in the game.
That's bad.
Well,
Dude,
the
I
game
was in
had,
there watching the
live
old
action-
19. I'm sorry, go
So
ahead.
the game had live action cutscenes with and Mark Hamill was in it, and like real actors, good actors were in the live cutscenes, and yet all the stuff in the movie looked like crap comparatively because they reused old sets from submarine movies, and it just looked like shit. And the story wasn't very good, but I watched it because I was bored and half falling asleep. So I fell asleep while I was watching it. Wake up, it was still on, and watch it.
You called Mark Hamill a real actor? He was only a good actor in Star Wars, man.
He's actually done a couple of good things, but
Marginally,
his voice work is more popular than his acting most of the time.
I can say, other than Star Wars, I don't know of anything other than Corvette Summer that he was any good
Corvette Summer was an awesome movie, even though his acting sucked. I love that movie.
at. Yeah.
Hey,
I
you know
love
what?
that movie.
I play that game all the time.
Wing Commander, I played Wing Commander 1 through 4, and Wing Commander 4 was awesome.
Come on, Brosford.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Brelford?
Just finally having some time.
Are you finally back at home or?
Oh yeah, I just got back from San Diego.
Okay, cool.
San Diego.
San Diego. Did you like being out there in Cali country?
I mean, San Diego is about as good as it gets out there.
I was gonna say San Diego is actually kind of cool place to hang out, especially on near or on the base. It's okay.
Most of the cops don't like. Most of the cops like a lot of the laws that they're supposed to enforce.
Yeah, San Diego's not a bad area. That area where he was at, I actually like that area.
The weather is just, isn't it like 75 every day?
It was
Oh, it's
69 every day, and it got a little chilly at night. But I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was like mild chilly. It was like in the 50s, and
I think it's a whole 60
That's
degrees
chilly?
here right now.
I mean, I said a little chilly. The hotel I was at had a heated pool. Just hanging out.
Oh no, that would have been
64
cool.
degrees here right now. It's what time is it? It is 9 o'clock at night, and it's 64 degrees out still.
Hey,
Don't.
was you down there for work,
Yeah,
Brosford? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you were down there for a little while, weren't you?
I was there for a week.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't live this past. Like by the time I could have gone live, or by the time my normal live time would have been, I was just getting out of work. So
Yeah, but you're 2 hours back, so
three
hours.
hours.
That's
Really?
that gets you all
Last
screwed
time
up
you
too.
went live, though, you wasn't home, were you?
What?
Your last live, you weren't home, were you?
no,
He was in a
I don't
hotel
know.
room, if I remember.
you were in a hotel room.
I've been traveling a bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine. I almost went live Tuesday night and decided not to. But then on my day on Wednesday, when I was gonna go live, I didn't get home until like 7:40, and my live was scheduled for 8. And I just said, "Screw it! I need time," and so I canceled.
I wondered about that because I got the notification that or saw
And then
it.
it changed.
Yeah.
It got changed to next week. I needed time to it was a really long day, and I had a doctor's appointment with my surgery pre-test stuff from like an hour away. So I got off work, had to drive an hour, go do the appointment, which took over an hour, and then drive an hour plus back because traffic over the bridge in Decatur is horrible. It reminded me of Seattle's Tacoma traffic. I was like, crap, they need to fix this.
Zach, we're gonna have to put you in timeout for bragging.
He does that all the time.
Hey guys, I'm on mute for a minute. I gotta take my dog out to pee real quick.
Okay. Mike, which Mike?
Yeah.
Barbecue Mike?
Probably barbecue.
Done. We got a handful of mics and a handful of mats.
We
I
do.
know, right?
We have 2 mats I know of, and
There's another mat
how
in
many
the
mics
chat.
are in here right now, other than me and barbecue?
What, Mike?
Stupid fast truck.
Oh, are you a Mike too? Stupid fast. I
Yep.
keep forgetting that.
I was a Mike before you were a Mike.
No shit, really?
But that's why I always call everybody by their YouTube name because there's so many different, mics in here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's easy.
I mean,
Stupid fast is the OG mic.
Yeah. Technically, I'm Michael, but I mean, that's
Same
probably
here.
true with everybody.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
My first name isn't Michael. My middle name.
I gotta
is,
say this.
I'm about
I gotta say
forever,
this.
so.
He was Michael way before you were Michael.
Yeah, right.
He wasn't that much. I mean, how old
No.
are you, stupid fast?
67.
Hey, T, I can only
No,
have
66. 66. Coming up on
66?
I got
Jesus.
T
Yeah,
down
14
to
years. Never mind. 14 years. That's a long time.
I got T, but I can only have 6 on.
Who came in?
T Hessler, he popped back
Oh,
out.
hey.
Well,
Hey,
you might as well
T.
stay where you're at now because he
Popping
popped
off.
back out.
All right.
What?
Yeah, let's tee up. Let's tee up, and I'll pop back in later, bud.
No, hang on a minute. He left already.
Nope. There he goes.
He's
T. Hustler, get back in there.
Come on in, T, because
Get back
Sublime
in there,
left.
T. Sublime
Nope,
left
he's-
because he was driving anyway.
He just T just commented, so he'll pop in, I think.
Yeah, you pop back in now because Sublime left.
You know that live stream I did on, what was it, Friday? Was it
Yes.
Friday I did the live stream?
Mhm.
I got like 30 hours of watch time for that.
Really?
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, some of them I get nothing because I've got like 6 people in the live and they're all in StreamYard, so I get like no watch time, and I make a couple hours of people watching it afterwards. But that's why I when I'm in a StreamYard like with you, I also have it on YouTube, so you're getting the watch hours at the same time.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
keep
leave it
on
in the
2
background
different
and I
things.
mute it.
Yeah, because it's muted on my TV. So there you all are in huge, glorious form on an 80.
Oh boy. Just what I want to see.
I can
Moving
read
on
that.
to 80.
So much
We don't
easier
get
than this
screen
one.
on that TV yet.
What's that?
I'm surprised we didn't break that screen on that TV.
Yeah,
all
no
the other
kidding.
got going on here.
I'm not looking at it, so it's not cracking. That's why.
Boss
Looking at
man,
the
what's
chat.
going on, brother?
All right, I'm
Everybody's
back.
hello, man.
Boss man, what's up? Haven't
Hey,
seen you
did y'all
since
see,
last night.
Did y'all watch Mike's Garage's video yesterday about a shop?
I
No,
did.
I gotta watch
It looks freaking nice.
Dude, did y'all
I
happen to be scrolling through the comments and see who actually commented on that video yesterday?
I did not.
Fucking Silverback.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That is a sweet garage, and when it's done, oh my god, that garage is gonna be so freaking
I
nice.
seen Silverback's name and I was like, holy shit, there's a stranger.
I like the fact that he's doing the concrete seal instead of the epoxy floor. I like that a lot better because I like the look of natural concrete. I think it looks good. So
It's definitely a nice garage. I haven't seen the video yet because it didn't pop up on my thing yet.
You say natural concrete?
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. The look of concrete without epoxy and paint on it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, concrete is not natural. It doesn't grow in the wild.
I like them both. I mean, if you do the epoxy right, I mean,
If
I
you
like
do it right,
the looks of
The
it.
problem is, no matter how well it's done, eventually it will start coming up.
I like
Well-
my concrete to be herbal.
What's going on, Mr. T?
I like mine to just look like concrete.
Oh, that is a nice
I
building.
need my concrete to be organic.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah.
What's up, Teabagger? I mean, Teabagged.
Yeah, I like
Tea.
vegan concrete, but I love the way that fresh epoxy smells. I finally get a little butterflies in my belly after smelling it for a while.
Homegrown Colombian concrete.
Get a little butterflies in your belly. Yeah, I
Hey,
guarantee
T.
you it wasn't the concrete that caused that.
Shit.
Have you been losing weight? You're looking good, man. You're looking swole there.
Oh,
You've been
thanks. I'll tell you, gentlemen, I've been running 4 or 5 days a week and
Good
getting
job.
ready for my PT test. So I go take my PT test like the 19th or 20th of December, and then I'll get my final job offer. And then I want to tell the Department of Homeland Security to kiss my ass. I'm going to the DOD. That's what I say because my name is TED.
So you all gun ho about
from the last.
So you all
time I
gun ho
saw
about
you in
PC now, right?
Pardon?
So you all gun ho about PC now, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Panama City is where I want to be. But if something happens, something falls through, gentlemen, I am so blessed by God. I've got a transportation security manager position to report to in January 15th if everything falls through, working for TSA, running Jackson Hole, Wyoming's airport.
Oh, I do like Wyoming.
It's
Well,
beautiful.
not in the wintertime, but I like Wyoming.
Yeah, I
it's
wouldn't.
beautiful.
You couldn't pay
It's
me to be up there in
expensive.
the wintertime. Ooh,
It's
good on
expensive
that.
too. So
Yeah, it is. Jackson Hole's a nice area, though.
But you might as well just go to PC. That way you got the fragrance of ass in your face all the time.
Salty, you know I'm loyal to your sister now. I don't know why you gotta be doing
Dude,
all
I
that.
said the fragrance of pretty asses. I didn't say gigantic asses.
All I
Well,
heard
those
was
are down
ass.
there too. You know that. So.
All I heard was ass. You didn't say pretty or gigantic. All I heard was ass.
Okay, let me say pretty asses. Let me add that.
So how's all my friends out there? Everybody doing well?
Doing great, buddy.
Doing good. Thank you.
Oh
watched
man, that's
the-
awesome.
Have you
Well,
guys
sad
seen the movie? Have any of
A
you
little
guys?
sad about the football game, but you know I'll get over it, and hopefully Michigan beats Alabama, and we're good to go.
There you go.
Will the
Well,
kill show down here?
what's going on, brother?
Have you guys seen the movie? I know everybody's seen Ford vs Ferrari, but have you guys seen the Gran Turismo movie?
I have
No,
not
I
seen
won't. I
either
want
of
to
those
though.
movies yet.
It was actually really good.
I haven't
gotta-
seen that. I haven't seen
I've been
Ford vs
told
Ferrari either. I still haven't seen
I
Really?
that.
have not watched
No,
either yet.
still haven't
because
watched it.
My wife wanted to watch them with me, and every time I say, "Hey, let's watch it," she looks at how long it is and goes, "No, I'm
was
gonna
on the-
have to watch it.
It was
I'll
on the
probably watch
plane.
it while I'm out."
It was
for,
on the plane on the way home, and it was good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
But
I'm
no.
still looking for Lady Ballers. That's the next movie I want to watch.
Yeah.
Count to
Have
you
you
out
seen
that.
that?
Did you throw it up on her? But now, honey, it's just quality time together, kind of like when we started the first date and we just sat there at the movies and gazed in each other's eyes and didn't even know what was on the screen.
Oh no. Me and my wife sit next to us and just watch TV.
You can tell this. You can tell this dude ain't been in a relationship in a very long time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I will say.
Because I'm telling you, after you get married, that shit don't happen.
When I was with my wife, even after we got married, and we'd been together for 5+ years at that point, when we got married, we would still do things where we didn't pay attention to what the movie was happening. We just enjoying each other's company. Now,
Yep,
if it's a
there you
movie
go.
I really, really want to watch, no, that ain't happening.
Leave me the
Watch
fuck
it all
alone.
down
I'm
the
interested in this movie.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll sit next to each other, and if I can get her to sit next to me instead of on the other end of the couch, it's always great. But
There you
Yeah,
go.
Rattle Trap.
Well,
I
that
saw
means you got to get up out of your recliner and actually get on the couch.
yeah, it was the same director from District 9, because District 9 was a really good movie too. I like the way it was filmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, District
Yeah, I saw
9
Neil
was
Blomkamp directed it at the end. I was like, wow. I was
Oh, Katie got put in winter hibernation, of course. Yep, winter sucked for good cars.
And Salty, for your comment on having been in a relationship in a while, yeah, it was a great relationship all 4 hours till I found my underwear and then I left.
It took you, dude. It took you 3 hours and 55 minutes to find it.
Shit. My name is Mr.
What?
4 inches or 4 inches or 4 minutes, whichever comes first.
Exactly. I'm with you on that one, brother. Hell yeah.
That's a great name for you, partner.
Like Meatloaf says, praying for the end of time. Gonna love you forever. Gonna pray for.
Like I said, go ahead, Gary.
Well, he's been stretching that thing, trying to get it over 4 inches. That he's finally just broke loose.
Yeah, exactly. Now, T, did you hear what I was saying about Mike's Garage? He put out a video yesterday, and Silverback commented in his damn video. That is the first time I've seen Silverback's name in forever. In
I've
anybody's
seen
video.
Silverback's name. I haven't seen him on a live in a while. I see him comment every now and then on people's stuff.
Dude, I don't see him comment on nobody's shit. And I'm one of those type, man, I always look down at the bottom of the comments just to see what other people are saying.
I
just one of
don't.
those people that doesn't.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I actually don't think I looked at the comments on Mike's Garage. I don't even know if I posted. I may have posted something.
What I'm
I didn't
trying
say
to
nothing
do-
to him. I
watched
didn't say
his-
nothing
I
to
watched
him.
his on my
but,
TV. And when
I just seen where he
when I watch
commented.
it on my TV, I can't comment.
Yeah.
Silverback, I know he started dating that woman and stuff like that. Then he got really interested and started doing a lot of stuff with his grandkids. So I don't think he was really just
Dating hell, he moved her in with him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, as long as he's happy, that's all that counts.
He hit me up on Thanksgiving, wished me a happy Thanksgiving. I wished him one back, but I didn't hear back. So it was, I'm not sure. Hope all is well with that old kook.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, I deleted his number right out of my phone.
Damn, Salty.
Sure did.
You don't play, do you?
Nope,
Damn.
dude. Hey, look, man. I tried to call him. I've seen him text message, and he never answered. He never responded. Never said. I said, "Well, fuck you too."
Oh.
Click. He was gone.
Well, Silverback's like the first.
I'm like,
He's
I don't
the
know what the
first
hell
one
I ever
on the
done to you, buddy.
comment.
Damn. Salty, you cold as
No,
ice.
I'm like this, man. If I don't hear from you in a long time and shit, you don't respond when I damn call you. You don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
You don't, and I send you a text, and you fucking just
Well,
completely
you don't
ignore
ever
me.
call me,
Fuck it,
so
man.
I don't care.
All right.
I sent you a text the other last week. Thank you very much.
I want to hear
And
what
I
you guys.
respond
Hey,
to your text.
make
Don't
me
I?
full screen real quick. I want to hear what you
I
guys.
sent you a text, and you responded back to me.
Full screen, full screen.
As long as I see it.
Yep. Remember, I asked you, was that you that went live? Remember that?
No. Yeah, I do.
Well, I still got the text.
What the hell is
like
that?
I like that.
Ranchero
That's kinda
Look
Echo
at
Boost.
the side pipe.
What the hell is it?
I kind of
It's
like
a-
it. It's
it's
somebody's
a,
drawing, an
Oh, wow.
imagination. It
Yep.
looks kind of like a Maverick.
no, it's a
It's a Ford Flex.
Flex.
Is it a Flex?
Flex.
Slower? Oh, they cut the back end off of a Flex.
And they cut
okay.
the back end off of it, made it turn into kind of like a pickup.
and
I
lowered
like
it. Yeah,
I like the side pipes right there.
It's pretty
I
wild,
do
yeah.
too. That's kind of cool.
Is that real
But-
or is that a
That's somebody's
render? Yeah,
rendering.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you. Imagination Land. So yeah, that's not real.
Yeah.
I
I have seen somebody do a render for a El Camino, which I like El Caminos better than Rancheros. That's just me.
Oh, same here.
I like them both.
And I saw somebody render something that would be a brand new one in this day and age, and my God, it looks so good. I wish I'd saved the picture.
They
Well,
Australia,
let's
they
say-
made those
that
in
gives a-
Australia
gives a
up
light
to just a few
side.
years ago.
The Utes.
The Utes, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was actually based on a Ute, but it was updated from those.
Yeah.
Mr.
Now,
he says it's like a 99 thrill, you know what I mean?
The two
Yeah.
you
99 Lightning vibes.
Lightning
Okay.
vibe, yeah.
Pontiac had it in. They were planning on bringing that Holden Ute over, and then
They were, and
bankruptcy.
then they got put out of business.
Yeah, right.
That was like what they were going to do next year,
Mhm.
and then they were shut down.
Yep.
now when you
Was
talk
it-
about the Utes, you talk about the two Utes that robbed the Piggly Wiggly.
The two
Oh,
Utes.
man.
What's a
Yeah, my
What
cousin
the
Benny.
Ute?
The two
I love that.
The Utes.
When Herman Munster
Right.
is getting on him. What the Ute?
That's a great movie. That's funny.
That-
The two Utes.
I watched
My
that about
cousin
2
Benny.
weeks ago.
My biological clock is ticking. Oh, she was so hot back then.
Oh yeah. Definitely wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
Not even now I would. No. Oh, my back.
All right.
Brailford, how you doing, bud?
Busy, very busy.
Yeah.
What do you, he's out of it.
I got a slight reprieve of my son's baseball season. He was supposed to have a tournament this weekend, but it got canceled due to rain.
Oh wow.
Well, he had a fever anyway today, so
Well,
it's probably.
before I-
I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, I hope he feels better, man. I tell you, it's a lot of work running around doing all the sports and activities and such.
Yeah, and then I decided to make my life really hectic, and I do the Christmas light thing again. So
Oh, cool, man. I can't wait to see that. So one thing, ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to do, and when I watch other people's videos, when I do have the opportunity, and my life's been pretty busy working 7 days a week, but I've been trying to just give everybody a thumbs up on the other comments that are in there too, to try to help increase channel flow.
well, appreciate it. So I've always been of the mind, I'll tell you guys straight up, I watch what I can when I can, and so when people, if people don't have time or they don't care, I really don't care. I've got bigger important things going on, but I try to hang in here when I can.
Well, that's the thing. So I watch a lot of the channels and this and that, but I don't really comment, but I do give thumbs up because most of the time I'm at work or I'm at the hog, into something or whatever. So, so I mean, I watch them and I listen to them. I'll either give a thumbs up, but I'm still you know what I'm saying? I just don't comment a lot.
I don't have time to comment most of the time because either I'm watching on my TV where I can't comment, or I'm at work, like you say.
I want you guys, if you do comment on mine, say something very provocative that's going to make someone pissed off. So that way there's a conversation that ensues and I don't have to do anything. All right, that's what I want.
So my favorite thing to do on my shorts to get people to comment is ask stupid questions in the title. Ask a stupid question. Like, the thing, it's a blazer with a parachute. Does it need it? And I was like, well, the first comment I get is, well, it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle it is. It matters what the speed is. But yeah, I know that. I don't care. You comment. I'll give you a thumbs up. I don't care.
Smoky, are you in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because Mike wants to know if you got a picture of the sweet potato cheesecake.
Sweet potato cheesecake?
Yeah,
Sweet potato.
I don't have a picture of it, but I'll tell you one thing: it's fucking awesome.
Oh, sweet potato cheesecake is amazing.
Sweet potato cheesecake, dude. That shit is the fucking bomb.
It's kind of like my sister made a pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, but it was like a whipped pumpkin pie, and it was like having the whipped cream mixed in with it. It was like and I love pumpkin pie, not as much as sweet. It was like the best thing I'd ever had. And she makes homemade crust, and her crust was so perfect. It was like flaky and perfect.
I'm one of those guys when it comes to pies. I cannot stand a big, thick ass crust, especially at the top of the pie. At the top of the pie, I cannot stand a big, thick ass crust. I don't like that. Never have.
No, it wasn't. It was that perfect. She makes a Crisco crust, the old school style that my grandma made.
Oh wow!
And it was so damn good. And then she made a cheesecake, homemade cheesecake. That was kind of a New York, but not quite that hard. It was creamy, but firm.
So it was like salty. It was salty on a date, not that hard.
Hey guys, I want everybody to say hello to my buddy Boomenhauer, dude.
Boomenhauer.
Hey,
Boomenhauer.
What's going on? That old man gonna go down the thing, get that thing on thing, man. Get it done, man.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. He's a good person. Me and him have been friends for a long time. Hey, Lau, what's going on there? I hope you're doing well too.
No, but if you guys ever get a chance to try or make a sweet potato cheesecake, try it, dude. I'm telling you what, you'll fall in love with it.
It does sound good. It sounds really good.
I'm telling you, it's good as hell, man.
I love cheesecake and I love sweet potato pie, so I can't imagine that can go wrong.
No,
Thank you,
they're
Will.
both good.
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But a blueberry cheesecake is also really good.
So my sister made a cherry topping that she made homemade for it, and it was poured and it was warm. So she handed me the cheesecake. I put that on my plate, and then I get some of this cherry topping and drizzle over. Oh my god, it was so good. Cherries hurt my stomach, and I didn't care because
I don't eat cherries or raspberries. I've never cared for them.
I love them. I do love them, and it was such a good combination. And I brought half my piece home because I couldn't eat anymore because I was so stuffed from dinner.
Right.
I should have grabbed more. She had 2 of these cheesecakes. I should have grabbed like half of a cheesecake to bring home with me because I know it went to waste at her house. It didn't get eaten. There's only 2 of them there.
Yes, sir.
When I was talking to you one time, you told me your favorite
oh Lord,
kind of cheesecake was from under cheesecake. From under these nuts.
I knew that was coming.
Me too. As soon as he said from under these cheesecake, I knew it was coming.
Talking about the from under, isn't
it? From under cheese.
Hey,
yes. Yeah, Funky.
You got to say hello to Funky.
Yeah.
What's up, Funky?
Funky. What's up?
This isn't Pink's stream.
We've all got our walkers out of sight of the camera, so don't worry.
Yeah,
hey, I'm not there yet.
I actually have mine out in the garage because I'm gonna have to use it when I get home from the hospital, and I'm not paying for another one.
I'm not at the walker stage yet. Getting close, but I ain't quite there.
Well, I'm feeling like George Jones. Well, I don't need your rocking chair, you Geritol or your Medicare. I got neon in my veins. Some of the possum.
It kills me is So we have a walker that I bought for my wife a couple years ago, and I've ended up using it just as much as she has for when I've hurt my back after the car accident, things like that. And we paid $60 for this top of the line, super adjustable, super comfortable walker. And I put some tennis balls on it so we could drag it around the house. And
Yes.
if you get one at the hospital where they buy you one, it costs over $600
It's insane.
Yeah.
for the same or for a much worse, a cheaper version of this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
is even
we-
colored nice. It's blue and everything.
All
It's
that
pretty
stuff's
good.
like wheelchairs. You can buy a wheelchair on Amazon for like
Oh,
$160.
God, they're so cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We
I
bought my
mean-
mom a walker. It's got the wheels on it and the
Yeah,
casters on
wheels
the bottom
the
of it.
front, But I put
No, it's
the- I
got
put the
no, it's got
front-
wheels on the front and the back.
Oh, I don't want that. I
Yeah, it's
like
got
to
the
have firm
hand
wheels in
grips
the
with
back.
the little brakes on it and stuff like that.
Oh,
I bought
yeah.
my dad a walker and I ended up using it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm old now. I admit I use one every now and then. When I get done with surgery, with the back surgery, I will have to use it to move around originally when I first
Oh
start
well,
moving.
of course, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I need shoulder surgery bad.
I do
Who
too,
does?
badly. And it's
Yeah,
getting
my
worse.
my neighbor over here just had his damn whole entire shoulder replaced, like ball, socket, the whole damn thing.
Brailsford, you need shoulder?
Yeah, I got a torn rotator cuff.
Oh, I got
Man.
one of those in my right
Hey,
shoulder.
look up because I had some problems with mine, and there's some, if it's lightweight, but you build up the muscles around it, it helps. It feels so much better, sir.
I've done
If
that.
yours is too.
I've done
You
that.
have to-
And the problem
yeah.
is it's I've
It's
done
beyond
in fact,
that.
initially they're like, hey, your muscles are holding everything together. Well, now I'm at a point where it's just always in pain.
I did mine. I threw this move on Salty's sister called the over the shoulder boulder holder, and I just wrapped up on around that big thigh, threw it up on my leg, and the next thing you know, my neck and my shoulder help. I need help.
Damn,
Don't
we
put
see,
you in the hospital, T.
we see why you losing weight and all that shit squeezed out of you like a damn tube of damn jelly. It's just
Hey,
gone.
I got to ask Funky a question. Did you work on the
Yeah.
aces today? That's all I needed. Did you actually work on it today, or are you still not quite feeling that good?
Oh, the carburetor
His
thing
intake.
or the
Yeah, I don't care about what he did to it or anything. I'll wait for the video on that.
He
I
was
just want to know if
mentioning-
you got to work on it.
He was
Holy
mentioning
garage.
trying to get out there and work on it, but I don't know if he did or not. That's what he's asking.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking is if he was able to or not.
He's asking. Don't ask him. Ask him.
Yeah,
I don't-
that's cool.
I don't think
I
the
gotta ask
comments don't show up until the video's done, or the
Yeah, but
live
you-
is done.
But you can no, the way they work now, right? Is the comments are in the same area as the live feed.
Yeah.
You just scroll it one way or the other, and it'll
Really?
go from comments to live feed. You can comment right
Right.
now if you wanted to.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You can, yes.
He does something new.
Right. Hey, Will, I looked at your channel too, and following you now as well. I thought I was, but apparently I wasn't. Titanium hip replacement left over after his grandfather got cremated. Someone told him to make his shifter. Oh my God. I have seen that when they do
Oh.
cremations with people with the titanium pieces that they're still in there because they don't melt at that temperature.
Hey, you guys ever been over to Ollie's garage?
I have not.
You guys got to get over there and check him out, man. 'Cause
Going
they-
to
I
it.
don't think I have.
Let me
I
do
don't think I've ever heard of him until just now.
Yeah, he's a great. Yeah. I'll put his link in here.
I am going right now, and I was yep. Ollie's Garage. He's got 502 subscribers.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
I've
He's
seen
got
him
a
before.
lot of good content. He's got a lot of cool cars.
I've watched
Good to
a
know.
couple of his videos before too. I wasn't subscribed until just now, but I have seen a couple of his videos.
Have to check it out. Pinch, when are you going in for your surgery, partner?
12th,
The 12th?
Yeah,
December 12th, and my second. So I found out on my appointment yesterday or Wednesday, whenever it was. No, yesterday, Friday. The Friday appointment was during the middle of the day. So I had to stay really late at work because it took 3 hours to get there, have the appointment, and get back.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, fun. So I went to see the vascular surgeon that's going to help him with what is the first part of the surgery. So originally, Dr. Tao, my back doctor, who's doing the back work, told me that we do the stuff from the back on the first day and then the stuff from the front on the second day. Now I was just told that that's the opposite of what's going to happen, because they're going to do the harder surgery on the first day, which is where they go in from the front. And then on the second day, they're going to do the upper two, which they have to go into the back because the vascular, your arteries and veins, there's too much in the way. They can't get them out of the way.
So that's when they'll install the penis pump.
No, I'm having I'm just getting a rod inserted down there.
Yeah,
Like a large rod.
a lot of guys don't have it installed right behind the nut sack, so that way they don't.
Yeah, I'm getting this hydraulic jack put in.
I feel like yes.
Just
Pump,
pump
pump,
it out.
pump, pump, pump.
It says Reebok on it. I don't know where they got that from. It says Reebok. The Reebok pump penis.
Nike Air.
Yeah.
They got rid of the Nike name and put Reebok on it.
You
Oh,
remember the
nice,
old Reebok pumps, don't you? They had the little basketball on the tongue. You'd pump them. That's what it is. It's a little basketball on your nut.
Oh,
I'm pulling out the 80s there. Was that the 80s or 90s those came out?
The
I think it
pumps,
was
yeah.
the 80s. Might have been late 80s, early 90s.
I don't know. In the
You
80s,
just said-
I couldn't afford that kind of stuff. Old track.
I couldn't either.
I never bought
remember
stuff like that, so I don't know.
See, we always bought Kmart Tracks tennis shoes.
I wore Asics when they were cheap, because in basic training and in the Army, Asics were great shoes. They were awesome, and they cost like $10.
Dude, I
Yeah,
was
my
still wearing
buddy
old
got
Converse back in
popular.
those days.
My buddies wore those.
When they got popular, I couldn't afford them. They went Nike prices, and I'm like, screw that. They were great shoes, though.
That was like Adidas, because I used to wear my Adidas, and then when they came out with a song, guess what? They got
All day, I dream about sex. I mean, that song.
Like I said, I was still wearing old Converse back in those days.
It's funny that Adidas is actually somebody's name, and it's actually pronounced Adidas.
Adidas
That is true story. It's
You made
actually
that up.
pronounced
I don't believe you.
Adidas.
because they are French.
Yeah,
I hear
it's
you,
a
bro.
guy's. It's a person's name.
Bunch of Frenchies.
Is it French or German? I don't remember that
I think
part.
it's
I
French. I
watched
think
the
it's
video
French.
on it, and it was one of those videos of all the words in the U.S. that we pronounce wrong because they're from other countries, but we pronounce them the way we pronounce them.
Yeah, it's true.
And who's going to tell us not to? We'll bomb them out of existence if they do. Well, screw you.
Bye
We'll
bye.
send the Navy. We'll send
That's
the
right.
Navy
That's
out.
right, Gary.
You were issued New Balance, really? What is that? When you become
get issued
a
anything.
dad? Is that when you're a dad you get issued New Balance?
Corvette, you buy a Corvette, you have to have
Oh,
New
it comes
Balance.
with
Buy a
it.
Corvette, they
It's
issue
like
New
a
Balance
free
shoes
year
and a
supply,
golf cart.
or like it's like what 5 years, because that's how
Yeah.
long it takes to pay off a car. 5 year supply of New Balances.
Mhm.
You get New
That's-
Balance. You get-
With a Corvette?
They're all white New Balance, though. They got to be all white,
Right.
and you got to get a golf cart to go with them.
A gold chain is a nice touch too.
Okay,
Yeah.
Adidas is Germany. That's what I thought so. And,
What is
and
it?
it
Yeah,
is. It's
yeah,
like
with about a
Adidas.
damn 10-inch Chevy bow tie on the end of it.
Mhm.
And if I'm not mistaken, Adidas and another shoe company were brothers. And I don't remember what the other shoe company was. But they
Well,
were
you do know
brothers.
why damn Chevrolet is giving away New Balances, right? Hell, because New Balance can't sell them.
I have New Balance shoes and I like them, so shut up.
It's a dad bod prescription.
My New Balance are black. You would think they weren't New Balance because they're completely black.
Hey, you know what the thing about it is Pink really likes those shoes because when he gets good and toasted, they'll help him keep his balance.
Exactly.
What I wear most of the time are these, my Romeos. That's all I ever wear.
We're out, man.
I'm a Skechers
Yeah,
dude, man.
these are worn the hell out. These are old. These
Oh,
are like 2 years
oh.
old now.
Shit, all I wear now is Skechers. It's all about.
I wear my
I'll tell you.
my Georgia Romeos. Love them.
I had a good time with Pinks hanging out with him when we all hung out at that arcade.
Hey, I'm even fun when I'm sober.
Hey, Dave and Buster's is an awesome place, dude. I used
That's
to
where we
enjoy
were,
like
too.
hell. Yeah, I used to
Yeah, we had a good time.
enjoy going to Dave and Buster's back in the day.
And we had a good night that night, didn't we?
That was fun.
That was a good night. We had a good dinner.
Yep.
And we went to Dave and Buster's. Had fun. I found my card. So I went to Dave and Buster's for a birthday party. After that, and I could not find my points card that I had from that night, and I finally found it like 2 weeks ago. It's like, son of a bitch, I
nice.
knew I had this. And it has like thousands of points on it too for prizes. And I was gonna give it to the birthday boy, and I didn't have it with me. Couldn't find it.
Man, I found a really cool ass case knife, the old Stockman style knives. But if you look at the
really?
bolsters,
Not the case?
the bolsters they've engraved them and really cool.
It
You
looks
put,
like
put that knife back up again. I want to see that.
kind of looks like a Swiss Army knife coloring, but no, that's pretty
See
sweet.
that?
Hang on a second. I want you to open that blade up and tell me how many stars are on that blade.
Let's see.
The main blade.
It is a Swiss Army case.
It's just like me, Big Daddy, 5 stars.
5 stars, okay.
Yeah.
Don't lose.
Those aren't made in. Are those still made in America?
Yes.
Are
Yeah,
they?
this was like a custom job though, because you see the coloration of the scales, and then the bolsters. You see, it's got an engraving indented on it.
See,
So it
that's
feels a little bit.
Is
there's a
that
die
used, or
handle.
did you buy it new, or is that used?
I bought it off of Fleabay.
Okay.
You bought it off of eBay?
Yeah, I
See,
got it for
that's
like
a
$50.
That's a dyed bone handle.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Nice. I like that. That is nice.
it's neat.
Because I'm rocking a Kershaw, but it's just a it's just a plain Kershaw onion. I think it's a Ken onion design.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one's
I mean, literally, that's all I carry is case.
yeah.
I used to have a case, and I my last case I lost at the airport because I was a dumbass and had it in my pocket when I went to the airport and totally forgot to put it in my bag. Yeah, this is a Ken onion design.
Man, I still
like
carry
this
my
knife. This is a good knife though, and it.
I still carry
before I
my
had
dad's
this
old
and
hog
the-
bill from way back in the day.
I used to have, so I got the Kershaw, and before I had my Kershaw, I had a what is it, the CBKT or
CRKT.
CRKT, the ones from Oregon.
Yeah,
Those were nice. I like this knife. I
they're
do
good
need to
knives,
sharpen it
too.
too. It is dull as hell.
I'll tell you what.
But I carry that with me everywhere except on the airplanes because I've lost too many pocket knives going on the airplanes.
This
It
was a CJRB, but I like the handle because it's a jade handle. It's got a very deep pocket carry and a
Yeah.
deep D2 steel blade.
This was good. It just, like I said, needs sharpened, but it'll stay sharp for a good long time.
Yeah.
And mostly all it does is cut boxes open and cut boxes up to be able to throw them in the trash.
Gotcha.
That's all I really do with it, but I have it with me all the time.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, some of those handmade knives, they make them out of files.
Yeah.
And those things, buddy, are good knives.
Yeah.
So I had some really nice knives that I got in Japan that were handmade, like spring steel knives, and they even some pocket knives. And somebody stole the whole case of them from me
Oh
when I
man.
was they were in a storage unit because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. I had them in storage. Somebody stole all my storage, and they stole all of those. I was so pissed because that's like the only way I could get them again is to go back to Japan.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to Japan since it's been a couple years, and I wasn't in that area. So, I mean, I'm sure I could buy them online, but it's just not quite the same thing because I actually watched the guy make one of them.
Pink may know what do they do with those knives they confiscate?
Well,
They
At the
take them-
airports, they keep
Yeah.
them.
They
Well, I'm
put
just
them in a
saying-
box. Yeah, they put them in a box and they sell them to a company.
Yeah,
And people buy them, and they buy them by the pound. So they'll
Yeah.
buy a box of knives. They don't know what's in it, and then they'll flip them, turn them around, take them to gun shows, or put them on eBay.
That's
Really.
what Funky's talking about right here. Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said,
I should do that to get some of the knives I lost back, or at least some of the, because I've lost hundreds of dollars worth of knives at airports, and yes, my
And a
fault.
lot of
I know
times,
better.
ask them, can I ship it back? Because they have companies that
Okay.
ship it
My
back for
problem
like $20.
is yes, I've been offered that before, but most of the time, in so much of a hurry, I don't have time to do that.
Right.
Yeah, my problem is I don't get to the airports. I quit going to the airports early because I traveled so much. You
Uh-huh.
would think I'd know not to have, but it'd be like the pocket knife would be in the pocket of my bag that I use every day, and I'd forget it was in there. And
Yeah.
just simple things. But I've probably lost about $300-400 worth of knives at airports, which is only about 4 knives.
I was going to
Maybe
say,
5.
because you can probably get some pretty cool knives out of those airports, man.
I'm
You probably
sure
could.
I'm gonna get a bunch of crap too, but whatever.
Now you got to take the good with the bad, man, or bad with the good.
Well, I do a lot of reports on that type of stuff, and I got to figure out who to disseminate the information to. I started getting a bunch of damn reports from Dallas Love, 20-year-old female with stun gun. I'm like, hold on, how does this have a greater nexus to anything terrorism related? Excuse
It
me?
doesn't.
I said, a 20-year-old female with a stun gun is nothing. If you had 5 to 6 military-aged men coming through, then I would have a cause for alarm. But this really is just a waste of my time to even transpose this and put it down so you can sign off on it.
She didn't have a beekeeper suit on, right?
Bro, it's just ridiculous.
So what kills me is I remember when I could carry pocket knives onto planes, and I did.
Yeah, same here. Yep, I
And I
remember.
think it's ridiculous that someone of my standing cannot carry a pocket knife, especially when I'm TSA pre-check.
Well, the goofy
Yeah.
thing about it is because of all these people acting up and acting out, there was a guy on a plane who pulled out a box cutter that did not even have a blade in it. But because people didn't know, he started threatening people with this box cutter. They had to divert the plane, and the guy got arrested.
Oh my God, where am I on these planes when people do that? Threaten me with a box cutter with a blade in it. I'm going to stop you. You're not going to be quick enough. You really, unless you catch me from behind when I'm not watching you. But no,
Well-
there's just too many people that aren't like me that are on planes. And now I've even known some military guys traveling in uniform that would be scared if somebody pulled a box knife on them, because the military, in some cases, especially the Army, is not what it used to be.
I don't travel in uniform ever. Try not to.
I didn't either. Well, when I was in, it wasn't allowed. We weren't allowed, unless we were traveling on a MAC flight, we weren't allowed to have uniforms on.
So like 3 Air Force dudes do it, and just shook my head.
So
Yeah.
my question is, do you, Pinks, were you kind of some kind of special ops or?
Nope. I was just infantry.
Okay.
He was
I
was
a
CIA.
ground light infantry, sniper qualified, and didn't care. Yeah.
He
that-
was
that my thing.
CIA, FBI, Agent Orange. He went up Dan Quang.
He's in the
So I
X-
remember Nam back in my days in Nam. So I was
Oh.
born in 71. When did Nam end? 1972.
75.
Well, okay, it fully ended in 75.
Right.
We did a big withdrawal in 72, though.
Sure.
I'll
But
tell you
I
right
wasn't
now.
born until 71. So,
Also done a big withdrawal in 70.
yeah. But
Dude,
I wasn't born until 71, so it didn't really matter. But
So we
but I
had a
could
party.
tell people I was from Nam, and they'd believe me because I look really old.
Listen, we was at a party one time, man, and so my friend's dad that owned the house that the party was at, he was actually from Nam, out of Nam, and
Oh, fuck.
this kid kept talking about how he was over at Vietnam and this and that, and he come down those. Her dad come down those stairs, man, and grabbed that kid up. That kid pissed all over himself.
I bet.
I actually wanted to go to Vietnam, but for different reasons. In my last job when we were traveling, but we never got any jobs. I just wanted to go to Vietnam to just visit the country. That's all.
You wanted to get a camera and a Timex watch because they were cheap. I remember back in the NAM, the only good thing about the NAM, if you heard a chopper, you knew it was ours.
Hey,
Man.
my buddy was down in Nam, and when he was stationed over there, met a woman and got married to her, bought some kind of a apple farm or something like that down there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he makes money over there, hand over fist, and works
Good
for
for
him.
him.
My buddy,
Yeah.
my buddy I work with, he's an EMT. and they'd been getting frequent calls out to this elderly gentleman's house. So they go out there, and they just started sending like a kind of a health and wellness check once a week on the gentleman, so they weren't utilizing all these resources to EMT and getting fire out there. So the guy takes a walk with him. They hear a chopper, a helicopter. The guy freaks out. He was Vietnamese, and as a child, when a helicopter came over, he knew that it was danger and people were getting killed. It would freak him out. That was his trigger.
I got an old buddy of mine that was in Nam. He's always saying, I don't never want to go back to Nam. I said, why is that? He goes, because all the children I know I fucking fathered over there. He goes, them son of a bitch gonna kill me because all the child support I owe them. I get to laugh.
My uncle
He's
went
crazy.
my uncle, well, he went to Nam in 1967.
Oh,
And while he was over
that was in the thick of shit right there.
there, that's what I'm saying. Well, they right when he got out of high school, he went to Nam.
Mhm.
And so
67, buddy, that was in the thick of the shit, boy. It was hard and heavy then.
listen, around Christmas time and stuff like that, he would go downstairs, and he never talked about anything, but he would go downstairs and have to go down there. And my aunt, I go down there, the bullshit with my aunt, say, no, leave him alone. He'd go down there and bawl his eyes out because whatever they did over there then, dude, it upset him every Christmas.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's it.
I get that. I understand. I can understand where he's coming from, and I don't fault him at all for that.
Nope.
There's guys that were in Vietnam and even Korea dealt with a bunch of shit that nobody else has had to deal with.
Yeah.
And most of the guys come back from Korea were half nuts.
Yes, they were. No, that same guy that I was talking about, he said when he was over in Nam, he was in a tank platoon. He said his tank got hit by a rocket, and it killed everybody in the tank except for him and one other guy. He said they crawled out of the tank about half damn dead from the injuries they had. They crawled under dead bodies and just laid there for 3 days because the Viet Cong was coming by stabbing everybody with their bayonets and shit. He
You know,
said
I've
they
crawled
just-
out of a bar
said they were-
about half dead before.
They said they were just lucky they just didn't get stabbed.
But I mean, guys like me and people that hasn't never been in the military and stuff like that don't understand what people that's gone through that's been in the military.
Yeah, this guy right here, his wife and him divorced on good terms because he would wake up in the middle of the night and not even realize he's doing it. He'd be beating the shit out of his wife, not even knowing he was doing that shit. I mean, he would just be completely spaced out, not even knowing what was going on.
Well, look at all his garage right here. He was a Marine.
He was in the Tet, man, just before the Tet offensive. But he was I Corps. At least he was in I Corps. So if he hadn't been in I Corps, you might not have been here.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, man, but to hear him talk about some of the stories, man, he don't really talk about them very often, but when he does, man, you can see all the tears. His eyes are just watering up like crazy, man. It's like this dude went through a hard damn time over there. Rough time.
Yep.
My grandfathers were both World War I veterans.
Wow.
World War One. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I mean, I can understand World War II, but damn, World War One, that was damn 20
My
something years.
dad, my
Or
dad
before that.
missed World War II by a year. He
Wow.
yeah.
My dad was born in 42, so he missed it.
He went over to Germany though, and he was part of the occupation of Germany right after the war, and he played.
Oh, really?
So for Korea, my grandfather went to SUNY Maritime Academy, and it's in the Bronx, and it's a merchant mariner school. And he graduated in '53, and he got a job working for Newport News Shipbuilding, and he declined his commission just to go work for Newport News Shipbuilding and build ships. Well, the Army comes knocking, hey, we're going to draft you, and he's like, oh, F no. It's like I have a commissioning available, and the Army's like, you better get us orders within 24 hours. Or you're going to be going to
Damn.
Well, my dad's great uncle, he was in World War II, and he come back without an arm and a leg.
Right.
Yeah. I got a bunch of my uncles that were in World War II.
I know that my
my
grandfather
great
on my
uncles, put it
dad's
that way.
side was World War II, lived through it, was stationed at Pearl Harbor. He was Navy. He was worked on a plane that did not have radar, and during training exercises off the coast of Guam, over Rhode Island, I believe it was, is when they ran into the mountain. Which one of the Guamanian islands that has a mountain on it, and there was a low cloud cover. And the navigator screwed up and put him in the wrong direction. They slammed right into the side of the mountain, and that's where he died. And I
That's
think my
crazy.
dad was like a year old.
Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. My uncle, he told me straight out of his own mouth, he goes, I can live out of a helmet.
Yeah. That's what my buddy that was in Vietnam. That's what he said. He said he could live out of his helmet.
I
You
can
heard
live out of
You heard about that guy? So like random story. So the last Japanese guy to surrender, right, for World War II.
Mm-hmm.
You know when he surrendered?
No.
It was in like 1975.
Yeah, I heard about that, Brailsford.
He held up on an
They-
island for 30 years.
Which island was he on?
Yeah, I think he was.
Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's
I've been
Island.
saying, yeah, Gilligan's Island. He was over there
Like,
banging
they
down
had
Mary.
to go get. They had to go get his army captain to come talk him down because he didn't believe the war was over when they kept trying to tell him.
Yes, I've
Damn.
heard that
That
story.
is crazy, man.
But the fact that he made 30. Imagine 30 years of being
On an
solitary
island,
confinement essentially. And,
Yeah.
he's constantly like trying to kill people, and 30 years. It's amazing he didn't just kill himself.
Dude,
honestly.
how could you ever blend back into society once you came back? How could you ever do that after 30
Well, I mean,
years?
he was recognized as a war hero for his country when he went back. Because I mean,
His dude, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying in general. How could you blend back in with society after you've been alone for
Well,
30
just think about
freaking
it.
years
He
by
did.
yourself on an island?
He kept saying, Wilson.
Say you left, say you left
I'll
home,
tell you.
man, 30 years, and then your parents or whatever haven't seen you in 30 years. If you had a girlfriend or a wife,
Brothers, sisters, any of that shit.
it's crazy.
So my
I said that for
grandmother,
you, Brailsford. I thought of that, Wilson, because of you and your shift ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, or shifter.
Still
now
on
my
there.
grandmother, sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, I was just saying my shift ball's still on there. He was talking about it.
My grandmother, she was in Germany during World War II. She is German, and it came to find out just last year about her actual role in the war. For years, she had told me she was a nurse, but it seemed like my grandmother worked both sides because I found documentation that she was captured by the Russians in Berlin when the Russians invaded them, and that she was actually working for the Nazi Party. Was she coerced into doing it? Was she just born into it? Because the ideological beliefs that they put into children from a young age made them believe that Socialist Party was the only thing and the way to live. Or was it a thing of, we're going to kill your family? Because her brother, she told me her brother was a paratrooper. He was shot down while paratrooping down. She had stolen a birth certificate out of a bombed out hospital to reclaim a new life and things like that. It's a wild thing.
Wow.
I can't find out anymore because my uncle that had some more of the paperwork, he has passed on. And my one uncle doesn't have the accessibility to the paperwork that I keep in contact with over there.
So I got a cool story. So my grandfather, like I said, he went to SUNY Maritime, right? It's a merchant mariner school. Okay. He went to basically what they do is they sail around the world and they get their merchant mariner's license on the ship that the school owns. Well, one of the stops they did, he pulled into Copenhagen. My grandma lived in Copenhagen. He met her. They were together for a night, proposed the next day, and they've been married now for 67 years or something like that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So,
That's crazy.
but on top of that, so you're talking about World War II. Grandma, she used to tell me stories. She can't really speak very well anymore because she had a stroke, but she was in Germany, in Copenhagen, when the Nazis occupied the country.
Yeah.
And it was really cool here. She can't watch any World War II movies because it's too real. But she was telling us, like, the SS would come into your store and say, "I'm taking this. You say something, I'm going to kill you." And and there'll be that. And then they're saying, like, she remembers, like, one of her vivid memories. So everybody knows about the English monarchy, right? Well, the Danish monarchy is as old or older than the English monarchy. And she remembers seeing the King of Denmark riding around on a heavy horse in Copenhagen, and he had the Star of David, the same thing they made the Jews wear. He was
Yeah.
wearing it. He was wearing it to show support. And like the Nazis, SS, they left him alone because they killed him. They'd have an entire country uprising.
So, Pinks, what is Galaxy Quest?
It's a movie.
That is a hilarious movie.
It's
Okay.
It's a sci-fi
Tim
spoof. isn't it?
Taylor. What's his name?
Tim Allen. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Tim Allen. Yeah, it's Sigourney Weaver, Tim Allen.
It's really good.
William
what's the guy
Shatner's
who
in
played
it.
Sirius Black?
Isn't
And,
William Shatner in it too?
No, Shatner wasn't
No.
in it.
No, but it's kind of an homage to Star Trek and Trekkies.
Yes,
It really was.
It's
And
good.
a
It's
great
worth a
movie.
watch if you have not seen it.
It is a great movie. Never give up. Never surrender. You are a last hope.
It's a good movie. I like it.
It's really good. It's a fun movie. I haven't seen it in a while now, but I've watched it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. So
But that's their big tagline from the show of Galaxy Quest was never give up, never surrender. That's what the captain always said.
Hey,
By Grabthar's hammer, I shall avenge you. And
well,
so,
the other night I was running, Pinks, and you say that quote. I was running, and I just couldn't stop running. I said, "I'm just going to keep on running. I like running." Jenny,
I'm just gonna keep on running.
that's what I told myself. I'm running around the track. I stopped because I was like almost 2.5 miles in, and this guy was doing hurdles, and I stopped and talked to him for a minute, and I looked at him, I said, "I just got to keep on running." He started laughing.
I used to love to run, and once I got to a certain point, that exhaustion point, when you're not running, you're not running fast, but when you're just
Right.
running long distance, you get to that exhaustion point, and then it just kicks in, that endorphin just
Yes.
kicks in, and you just keep running, and that's when you start enjoying it.
I just
And
kept running.
I really miss the enjoyment of running because I can't run anymore. I can barely jog to the end of my driveway.
Right.
And it really sucks, because now I'm so old, I can't do it anymore.
When I come visit
I
you,
run to the bathroom. That's
Yeah, run to the bathroom, and I don't even I do that at a
super
slow pace
fast. I know
now,
you
too.
do more than that.
Yeah.
But when I come visit you, Pinks, I'm gonna put you in a wheelchair and I'm gonna take you running with me, just like Lieutenant Dan.
I was gonna take you running. Lieutenant Dan.
Like Lieutenant
Dan,
Dan.
you ain't got no legs.
Stupid Fast said something about, running to the bathroom. It seems like every time somebody turns water on anymore, I got to go to the bathroom.
Starship
Well, I think-
Troopers. I actually, it was such a bad movie. It was good, the original one, but it was so much about they were so Nazi in that movie. That was the
Which
Nazi
movie?
regime right there. Starship Troopers.
Troopers. But ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I do have to dispose myself to the restroom one last time and go to sleep because I got to wake up at 3:00 in the morning.
Oh,
Well,
Better
D,
you,
what?
better you than me.
on a Sunday? Whoa.
Yeah, they got it all jacked up. They're hating on me really bad because I told them I was leaving, and they started throwing around some stuff and wouldn't let me take leave. And I said, well, I'll just call headquarters and see what they got to say about this. And now they're like, they're all up in their feelings, but it's all going to be good because I got faith in the Lord. He's going to fight my battles and take care of it for me.
There you go. T, I appreciate
There
you
you go,
popping.
man.
Hey,
T, take
I
care,
really
buddy. Always nice to hear
appreciate
from you,
y'all
buddy.
having me. Love all y'all.
Yep.
You too,
And
buddy.
just remember, if you can't be good, don't get caught. And if you do, tell them to call T. Because if you got a phone, you got a lawyer.
Just remember the next time you pick up my sister, teach her how to forget the address.
Oh, I will.
How to get back. Keep it.
Well, I got to drop my truck off. Today I was coming out of the parking lot, the parking garage where I'm at, and I tried to cut this corner real tight. Didn't make it. Scraped the damn
Oh.
door. Yeah, scraped the door.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate
I
it.
hate that for you.
They put up all these barriers and crap down there, and I got to go over in a certain direction because my truck's so tall. I'm like, I was tired of shit and just did it, so I got to go. It's a little bit of paint. some paint and a little bit of body work on the rear door, not too much, but it didn't
That's
get
the
it too
problem
bad.
with the Super Duties, man. They're huge. They're pretty big now.
That's what she said. All right, y'all. Be good. Thank you
Later.
for having me.
Hey,
Hey, buddy,
care,
take care,
everybody.
man. If we don't hear from you, man, good luck on your PT, man.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
be in. I'll see y'all before then. Thank
You'll
you.
be,
Okay,
you'll,
man.
Hop
you'll be
off
in my
too.
you'll be in my
Very
stream next
good.
Wednesday, I hope. Because
Yeah,
it'll
I'm
be my
gonna-
last one for
I'm
a
trying
little
to
while.
fix my sleep schedule, so I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
All right, there, bro.
Take care,
You take care
buddy.
too, buddy.
Nighty night.
Hey, if
Later.
Sublime's still around, he can come back up.
Everybody have a
Hey,
good
get
night.
some busy.
Take care, bro.
All right, y'all. Good night.
Woodworking stuff, dude. You guys got to say hello to my buddy TJ. He's a good dude, man.
TJ,
What's up, TJ?
I actually follow TJ now
Let me see if I am.
No, he's cool, man.
because I like the woodworking stuff. It's fun to watch. It's just I was watching some no-name woodworking guy today making something, and of course his thumbnail had nothing to do with what he was making, but what he made was really cool. But I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a waste of time. But just watching him do the work, it was in fast motion and doing all the gluing and the cutting and then the staining and everything. It was really cool looking when it was done. But I'm like, yeah, that's kind of a waste. I can buy something like that for half of what it cost you to make that.
You know,
Right.
Brailsford's
looked good.
Brailsford's dad has a YouTube channel, woodworking YouTube channel.
Yeah, I actually follow Broke's
Yeah.
dad too.
Yeah.
I follow him too. I can't watch everybody. I have over 600 subs or subscriptions. I watch what
I
I
know.
can when I can,
I have that.
and I look through it when I have days when I'm not super busy. I'll go through my subs and find stuff that I haven't seen. What's up? Yeah, happy holidays to you too. It's coming
Broken
up,
Tool.
and I will be bedridden at that point.
Howdy.
Broken
Broken
Tool,
Tool, what's
how's it
going on, bro?
going?
Who
Got
joined?
something to show y'all. We're
Broken
talking
Tool.
about knives. So this is one of the custom knives right here.
Oh, nice.
That's fancy. That
What's it look
handle.
like out of that case? Oh, it looks even better.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, they make some nice knives, man.
Who made that?
One of the local guys here.
Oh, nice.
Seen him in
I
Atwood's
see
parking
those
lot.
guys, they take files and they turn them into knives.
I don't know
man.
what this one. I got it taped up because it's sharp, but
Isn't that real brittle when they do?
Ooh, I like the hammer marks on it. I really do. I
And
love
one
the hammer
guy,
marks.
my buddy Crazy Carl, or whatever his name is, he takes the spikes out of the railroads
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Makes knives out of them.
Spike steel.
Yeah.
and he makes knives out of them too.
Yeah, I've seen some people do that. They're really nice,
I'm
man.
still a
I guess those
huge
spikes
fan
aren't
of
mounted
spring
steel
steel.
then, huh?
The spring steel knives, I think, are some of my favorites for knives and like kitchen knives. Spring steel are so nice. They hold an edge forever. They really do. Where do you live, Broken Tool?
Fort Smith,
Okay, state.
Arkansas.
Arkansas,
Arkansas.
whatever. I can't.
You
I'm
didn't
sorry.
know
I
that?
keep
I
calling
was
it
like-
Arkansas, or I call Kansas, Kansas. One of the two. One of you needs to change. Either Arkansas or Kansas needs to change their name to match the other, because they're spelled the same except for the AR at the beginning. The
Hey,
English
always
language.
right, buddy. I appreciate you coming by, man. Thank you. You have a good night, my friend.
Take care, bud.
Yeah, thanks,
Take it
TJ.
easy, man. Thank you, Oli. Those are really nice knives. Does that guy have a website or something, or can you only get them local?
No, you can just get them local. I got a card. I could get a hold of him, but
Okay. I may want to get something coming up next year. It won't be this year because I'm pretty broke right now.
yeah, these actually wasn't that much. I think it was 60 for one of them and 65 for the other
Okay.
one.
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty broke plus shipping.
But you
I'm
know
trying
the
to
thing
sell my
about
truck right now for. I don't want to get rid of my truck, but I'm trying to sell it because I need the money more than I need the truck.
But the thing about it is those guys put a lot of work in those knives, and the
Oh,
knives,
yeah.
everything.
And I'm willing to pay them what it's worth because I like I said, when I got that Japanese set, one of the knives, and it was actually the chef's knife that he made for me. I actually watched him make it in the place. Got to watch him make it for the set, and I bought it, and I got a pocket knife. And when that got stolen from me, I was so now the pocket knife I had, it didn't get stolen. I lost it later of my own accord. But the set of kitchen knives I had from Japan, they were just amazing. They were all made out of spring steel, and just watching them make it from the forge was really cool to watch because it was all hand done.
Right.
My kitchen knives came from Amazon.
My kitchen knives now came from Cuisinart, I believe.
Actually, my kitchen knives came from Snap-on.
There you go.
Nice. My wife
yeah.
bought ours. I think they came from Costco.
A little
Yeah,
gear oil
mine,
with your food ain't nothing wrong with that.
The ones I got are like the cheap ones. That's one thing I probably do need to get is a good set of knives.
You know, I sharpen my kitchen knives. They're Cuisinart knives, so they're not made out of horrible steel. So you can sharpen them. And when I sharpen them, I can paper thin cut my tomato, holding it in the air. I don't have to have it on a cutting board or anything, and it's really nice. So I can cut my tomato really nice and thin with it without trying, and I like that because that's how I like my tomato.
I use a
Unless I'm
Vegematic that
eating
I bought in the 70s.
for my sandwiches. If I'm eating tomato for eating slices of tomato, I slice it back.
Tomato over it.
I just grab whatever dull ass knife is in my damn drawer, and that's what I cut.
Yeah, that's about what I got.
I sharpen my knives. If they start getting dull, they go get sharpened. I can't
Oh hell
stand
no!
a
I
dull knife.
ain't. If something is dull, I throw it away and buy another
Although-
one. Sit on that.
Although
Do you use that sharpener that comes with a
this
lot of
knife
knives?
is dull as hell. It can barely cut hot butter.
A lot of knife sets come with that knurled sharpening thing.
Yeah. I use that, but
Yeah.
yeah, it'll hold the edge for like half of a potato,
Exactly.
and then it's freaking dull again.
No, I have some stones out in the garage. So we've got the quick kitchen sharpener that's got the coarse and the fine blade on it. My wife will use on the knife she uses, and I'll take mine out to my stones I have out in the garage and sharpen them. Now my boss at work has a sharpening kit that is phenomenal, and he sharpens all his knives with it. And it's one of those where you put the knife in the holder and take the things and do this, and then you change them out to the higher grit, and they're all set at the perfect angle, and it's just too much work for me.
I was finna say that sounds like too much work to cut a potato.
Hey, well, I'll be honest with you, man. I had to cut. When we got married, nobody had a knife, so I had to take this old buck knife and use this old buck knife to cut the wedding cake.
I was gonna.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Really?
Like I said, I still carry when y'all talking about knives,
I
man.
didn't have that one. I had
But
a
I have
smaller
to
version.
say, these knives right here are some of the best knives that I've ever used.
The old buck knives, right?
Yes.
So I had an old buck knife that had the probably 2 inches shorter blade than that fixed blade buck knife with the wooden handle. And I love that knife. And I don't know what the hell happened to it. And I missed that knife. It was one of my favorite knives. And I cannot find it. And that damn thing would hold an edge forever.
Yeah. I used to have
And I
one.
know I had two of them. I know I had two of them too, because one of them, the tip got broken off of one because I was playing around with it, throwing it into wood. And then when I grabbed it one time, I went to the side and I snapped the tip of it off.
Oh.
Well,
and so I bought another one.
I did the same thing, and I sent the knife back to Bucks, and they sent me a new knife.
Well, they probably would have. I just went and bought another one at the time because I didn't realize they would do that because I was stupid. But I bought another one, so I had two. I had one that I could use for whatever because I had a broken tip. I didn't care as much about it. Then I had a brand new one that I kept. I didn't play with it like I did the other one. And I put a tip on it myself. I just reground it and put a new tip on it. And it was just one of those knives I throw around at things in the garage or just play with and, outside. But the other knife was used daily. I mean, when I used to help a friend of mine skin and gut deer and stuff, I used that buck knife. But it was useful.
Oh, no.
That's why they're called buck. Is that why they're called buck?
There you go. Ding.
Now, what design is that one? It was probably about an inch or two shorter than his. It didn't have the big the scabbard on it to protect my hand. It didn't have that because it was just the straight knife. It looked like a pocket knife that didn't close, but slightly bigger. I don't remember which one it was. They still sell them, but the new ones are not made as well as the old ones were.
That's why you got to pay the $600 for the damn really, really nice set.
You don't have to pay $600 for that buck knife. I think I paid $20 for that damn buck knife. $20, and it was.
Like I said, I still carry my dad's old Hawkbill.
Yeah.
Oh, Hawkbill, dude. What was the name brand on it? Salty, do you remember?
Say again now.
What's the name of it? Is it a
I
Buck?
think I think it's a Klein.
Okay.
I had a Benchmade. It was one of the issued ones. And it was like the spring-loaded side opener and everything, and I lost that. No clue where that thing went.
I like
Really?
Benchmade. Benchmades are nice. That is what I love about this Kershaw is that quick open. It's so easy to open it, and I see people have trouble opening their knives, and I'm like, what? Is that a switchblade? No, it's just a quick open. It's got a nice spring on it, and I keep it clean. So I actually have two of this exact same knife. I have two. One of them has the belt loop on it. The other one, I took it off.
Now this is another Buck knife, but this was a 75-year.
That
so it's got the different.
I had one of those too, and that is an amazing buck knife. And that's the one I had that was a. It's actually I still have that one, and it's probably upstairs in a box because it's one of those that I put in. I didn't use. I never used it.
It was a 75-year.
That one's the one that's up in a box still packed up because I haven't set everything up in my man cave upstairs. And it's one of those that's it's a collector's and it doesn't get used.
That is so weird how delayed YouTube is.
Mhm.
What?
Well, I was watching Mr. Mach 1 hold up that knife, and on YouTube it was like
Yeah.
5 seconds after he did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my YouTube's way after the StreamYard too.
Yeah.
I do that when I'm sitting in front of my computer doing a live stream on my phone.
I used to have a YouTube
a little bit on my TV, but not much.
Good Lord.
Yeah. I used to have that playing YouTube play, like whenever I hop on the live streams playing on the other screen. But I had to stop doing that because I think it's like too much buffering or whatever. Didn't have enough bandwidth to do
doing that. Where
yeah, it was on the same machine, so not like on the TV.
Yeah. If I'm on my computer, I can do it because I have 3 screens and my computer can handle that, and my internet can barely handle that. That's the problem. I just want them to finish this fiber they ran out. They ran fiber down my road last spring, and at the end of my road, at every 2 houses, there are 2 big rolls of fiber on the pole, and at the end of the road, there's the big 5,000 or 10,000 foot spool of fiber line because they brought it down and they just left it. They never finished it. It's just sitting there.
Really?
It's been like 8 months now that it's been sitting
It's
there.
teasing y'all. It's teasing y'all. Just like, don't y'all
Oh my
wish we
God,
would finish this
so
shit?
much because as soon as they ran it, I'm like, oh God, AT&T's finally upgrading this area because they're all around us. And at the end of 3 Mile, which is like less than a quarter mile from my road, is where the main mux box is, where they could hook into the fiber. All they have to do is get it down there, and what's on that spool is more than enough to get down there. But they stopped, and they've never continued. And they ran it all the way down my road. Like every single house on my road has a line for it.
They put
And
fiber in my neighborhood. Actually, the whole area. They MetroNet. I don't know where they did, and they did the whole thing in super fast time, and were selling it practically the day after they put it in.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't go.
A fiber.
if AT&T would hurry up and put it in here, I would instantly switch from what I have because all I have now is DSL. I don't have cable. There is no cable on this road. In fact, when they ran that fiber, they took the old cable line down finally. Sublime
Mr. Mach
made-
1.
Sublime's in the basement, Gary.
At least
Okay, I'm sorry.
At least he says
good,
it.
bud.
Tim.
Yeah, he is.
Hey,
You
Sublime.
guys think I ran enough time slips going down the quarter mile?
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Damn right.
These are
You
ones
kept
that I
them
know.
all. You kept all of them. You know what cars they were in? What cars they were in?
Well, my wife's Cobra, my red notchback, and I had a black GT, 86 GT. I just don't know which one's which.
Yeah.
I would have kept all mine too, but like from certain tracks I drove, they disappeared. They went blank.
Yeah, that one kind of NC.
Yeah, but that's the way these are right now. They're really, it's really hard to read them.
I have some that are in pot. I still have them. You cannot read them. Even with a microscope in it, you cannot read them.
That's why I was trying to read them when Sublime was on there. I didn't see he was on there. What's going on, Sublime?
Ask me how long I was in the basement, Gary.
20 minutes?
No, I'm saying, ask me how long I was in the basement.
How
How long was you in the basement?
Long enough to find your love letters for Bama.
Hey,
I guarantee you, I guarantee you, every single one of them on the outside says "sweet lips."
Exactly. They weren't hard. They weren't hard to recognize who they were for.
No, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to watch the last big no prep thing of the year. Finally, dig or die. I'm loving it. Can't wait.
Dig or die?
Yes, sir.
Wait, say that again, Gary.
What were you calling me the other day? Callahan or whatever?
Houlihan from MASH. Hot
Margaret?
Lips.
Hot Lips. Okay.
Hot Lip. Houlihan.
Yeah.
Margaret.
Yeah, dig or die is getting ready to start, man. I can't wait.
Is that today?
Nah, next weekend.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought that was next weekend. That's the
The last big one of the year. The last big money one, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that.
They're trying to finish off the top 10 no prep at Jake's, but it rained this weekend. And
Is that
I
8th
do know
mile
that-
or quarter?
Yeah, no, it's the 8th mile. It's
Okay.
back of the track.
So the owner of Jake's did a live stream the other day, and they got the new timing system, so they can do instant green, they can do bracket, they can do everything now. But they didn't get new boards, so the boards are still messed up because they couldn't afford them. But they did measure the track out. They went and physically did hand measurement, did the full measurements, and got the 60-foot, the 330, and the 8th mile dialed in. So it's correct. No ifs, ands, or buts now. They have the
Hell, the thing about it is though, you
8
really don't need a board. As long as you can get a time slip, you're good. You don't care about.
No,
boards
people
on
like
the
me that are videoing it need the boards. Because
You can
I
just
like to see that, because everybody asks. That's one of the biggest things I get. Well, who won? How fast did they run? I don't know. They weren't running no times, but no times show up.
Yeah, I'm just glad I found PD Smallblock said he's finally going to be down at Dig or Die. Man, I can't wait. I want to see that dude there.
Yeah,
I want to see how he does on that
They got
service.
the new timing system in, and hopefully next year they'll get new boards. It's all about sponsorships. They scraped the entire track all the way to the 8th mile, and they were amazed at how much shit came off of it the whole way down.
Yep. First passing down that track's going to be some sketchy shit.
No, because they will fully prep it. Right now they're running no prep, so
But
they also said they won't do any no prep next year until the end of the season.
What was that, Gary?
Jake's track, is that the one we went to for Takeover, or is that Jackson?
No, that's Jackson.
That's Jackson.
Okay.
Jake's is that's where Boosted used to go all the time.
Jake's
right. Yeah,
If
Boost
you
has done a
watch
bunch
any
of
shorts,
he's done a bunch of
if you watch
videos
my
from that track.
shorts, those are all at Jake's drag strip.
Sublime, what
the
track
new
was that
owners-
y'all rented?
I didn't rent
Oh,
It was you and Boosted and
Etheridge
what, Carmob?
Motorsports? Etheridge?
Yeah, that was in.
I want to say Etheridge.
42.
that
Hold on,
sounds
I can
right.
tell you right now.
It was a road name.
I can go and look. I got that picture. I have to look at.
Yeah, because Boosted wanted to do another track thing at Jake's.
Yeah,
He said,
Yeah.
Right.
And he will.
Yeah, I remember him
And
saying that.
Jake's is totally willing to do it. It's just setting it all up.
Etheridge Motorsports Park.
Jake's got what's that?
Etheridge Motorsports Park.
Yeah, the thing that Sublime and them
Yeah.
did though, when all three of them went in and rented the track, it was a good event. It just I heard Carmob and I think Sublime mentioned it. Randy mentioned it. There just wasn't a whole lot of people. They thought more people would show up than that actually
Right.
showed up.
So at Jake's, it's like Jake's isn't next year. He's not bringing back any of the events that didn't do well last year with the sponsors. The people that ran them. He's not doing those this coming year. He has a new calendar already done. He's doing really well because he just bought the track. Like he bought the track last year in the middle of the season, and he's done so much. So this year he's got new light poles and speaker poles for the pits. So we'll be able to actually see it won't be dark in the pits anymore. They're gonna light the pits up. He's trying to find lighting now that he can afford. He can't get he can't afford the LEDs, which would be nice, but they're so expensive. And he does have a new speaker system, so people in the pits will actually be able to hear when they're called up. Because right now there's like 2 speakers out there, and you can't hear unless you're in like one area, you know. But they've got all these new. He's upgrading this track really well.
When Sublime and Car Mob and Boosted had that track rental, and they were trying to do that. That was the first one, and
yeah,
I think Blind that was telling me that they had to pay for an ambulance and all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
What happened that killed it though is that there was 2 tracks that weren't supposed to be open that day, and magically they ended up opening. And a lot of people that planned on going to our event ended up going to split to those 2 tracks.
You were at Etheridge, right? And so they went to 42, and what's the other one that's close to there? Trying to remember where that is.
I can't remember.
Well, I'm going to hop off here.
Right?
Y'all have a good one.
Was that?
What was that, Yellowhammer?
I'm going to hop off here. Y'all have a good one.
Broken Tool, but
Broken Tool. Take care, Broken
Yeah,
Tool.
you're right. Broken Tool. You're right. I'm sorry, bud.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I appreciate it. I really do.
No problem.
Yeah, man.
I want to show you. I want to show you all those knives, those custom made knives.
Those were nice. Hey,
I feel like
hit me up. Do you have my information, my Instagram or anything?
No, I could probably find you on Instagram though.
Well, if you go to my YouTube, you should be able to find my Instagram, but it's The Pink's Garage. Go ahead and hit me up there and send me info on those knives. Because I might want to commission one from that guy.
Okay. Hey, look at here, man. We got Downhill Daddy.
Downhill.
What's up, DD? What's up, DD? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Sublime, was that track that was Etheridge in Tennessee, right?
Say what?
What that track was in Tennessee?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So Etheridge is near 42. So yeah, it was probably one of the tracks that took your business away.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember what the other one was.
Next year's going to be an interesting year for drag racing, though.
I don't think Georgie's doing much drag racing anymore. He's selling the Camaro, so he sold that Fox body he had. He's selling his Camaro. He's selling his trailer.
He goes.
If I had the 13K,
well, no, he didn't say for sure. He didn't say for sure if he was going to sell the Camaro. He said he was thinking about selling the Camaro and the damn trailer.
Salty. He's selling the trailer and the Camaro.
Well, I know what he said that night on.
It's not a I might be. He is. It's for
He's got enough for sale.
So they're already up for sale?
Oh,
They're
they've been up for sale for a
Okay,
while.
okay.
So
Well,
the trailer's
they're
13K. The trailer itself is 13K. I think he's asking 50 or 60 for the Camaro.
Well, that's a good deal on the Camaro. That's a turnkey car.
I think the last time I saw him wanted 75 for the Camaro.
Oh,
and
okay.
that's still a good deal
it
for
was
that car.
75 for the Camaro with the trailer. Without the trailer, it was 13 less.
I mean, even if he was asking just 75, just plainly for the car, that is still a good deal for that car.
Yeah, no shit. That car is badass. If I had the money, I'd buy it from him.
Dude, I've seen that car run in
person. If I had the
person.
money, I would buy both from him. For one, I really want that trailer. It's a nice trailer.
I've seen that car running fucking.
That is a badass Camaro, and I don't mind driving a car that can go down the 8th mile in 4 seconds.
Dude, I seen that car running damn lights out, dude. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all ain't never seen it. Y'all haven't seen the full potential of that car, dude. I've seen it.
No,
This is before Randy even bought the car. I've seen that shit in person. That car will fly.
Well, I've seen videos of that car when it was before it was Randy's.
Yeah, it's different watching videos and standing beside that motherfucker when it takes off. It's a whole different ball game. That motherfucker will go.
So anything below like 200 miles an hour now seems slow to me, and it's really hard driving 65. You know,
anything below 200 miles an hour is slow to you?
Yes.
I take it you have never made a damn 4-second pass down a drag strip.
Yes, I have.
Okay. If you've ever made a 4-second pass in an 8th mile down a drag strip and you don't make it at 200 miles an hour, trust me, it's fucking fast.
That's why I say anything below 200 is slow to me. Anything below 200 miles an hour to me feels slow. I drive a car at 70 miles an hour because legal speed limits are like 60, and it's slow. It feels like I'm barely moving.
Mhm.
I don't get scared of high speed, quick takeoff, high torque. That does not scare me. It's fun. It's a blast.
Oh, it
But
don't scare me at
I
all.
need
I love the shit out
I
of it,
need
but I'm gonna
so
tell you,
much more to make my adrenaline actually kick in anymore at my age, because I know I'm going to die eventually. If I die on a track doing what I love, fuck it.
dude, I'm telling
But
you
if I
what, you
have
can
my
run
car
100.
set up right, I won't die even after a racket. So
Dude, you
I'm
can run
good.
175 mile an hour down a racetrack in the eighth mile, and I guarantee you that motherfucker will make your ass goddamn pucker
No, it
in
won't.
the eighth mile.
No, it won't.
Promise you, that shit is a whole different ball game.
It'll make me feel like I'm maybe sort of alive, but over 200, then I'm alive.
Especially on a radio prep track where the damn tires don't spin and it's just hook and book from the time you let off the brake. That
Hey,
motherfucker will.
if
It feels
I
awesome.
can get a car to do that, I would love it. But I don't have the money or the finances to make a car do that. Or I would.
I've never personally owned a car that was that fast, but I have driven cars that fast.
I have
Yes,
two,
Funky,
but I
it's
haven't
me.
owned them. I've never owned one that fast. I can't afford it.
Like I said, I've never personally owned one that was that fast, but I have driven one that was that fast.
Like
Wait a
I
minute,
said,
hold on a
neither have I,
Hey,
but I
hey,
have
so
driven
Martin,
them.
what's the fastest you ever had that Shelby up to, that GT 500?
You mean like my top mile an hour or like in the track?
Top
Just
mile
talking
an
about
hour.
now.
163.
Sweet, I've got you beat. My GT's got you beat.
But where did you do it?
I did
Oh,
it
never mind. I'm not going to go into that. Never mind. I don't want to.
Where did
Yeah,
I did it?
he did it in Mexico.
I did
Yeah.
it in Mexico, but if you remember, I talked about this. I hit about 165, and I heard this weird noise, and I didn't know what it was, and I thought I'd broken something. And it was when the front end of my car came down because the air had ripped it apart and pushed it under the ground. And it's back together with wood screws now, or sheetrock screws. Yes, that was 165 in that car, and that's not the fastest I've been.
Yeah, I mean, as far as me driving, well, I guess that's probably fastest. I don't think anybody else has driven me faster.
How
than
fast?
659.
Probably Sublime was just with me the fastest I drove the C8.
How fast?
Really?
Yeah, I haven't driven that hard.
How
at
fast
all.
was that?
Not very fast. What, 80 or 90?
But
We're
he
gonna
got
talk
to
it's
80 or
on a
90
track,
pretty quick.
no matter what you're talking about, it was on a track.
No, this was
He-
on.
No, this was on the
National
street.
Road.
This was
He's
on
not
a
listening.
backwoods Mexico road.
Yeah.
You people aren't
Yeah.
listening. It was on a track.
Oh,
So what's funny is the fastest I've had my Mustang on a track is 150, because I ran out of room. I had to take a turn. I had to slow down. That's the fastest my Mustang has been, but that was before it was boosted. That was when
Yeah,
it was
right.
stock.
I was going to say that was probably before it was.
Yeah, it was coming down Pacific Raceways, and I was coming down, and I went through past turn 10 through turn 11, which is a quick, easy turn into the back part of the drag strip, and right about the point where you really need to start slowing down for turn 1, I got to about 150. Now my Focus got to 140 right there, but my Mustang made it to 150. That's weird. But my Mustang was mostly stock, where my Focus was big turbo. So, but 4-cylinder, 8-cylinder, the weight difference between those two cars is not as much as you think. It's about 500 pounds.
East Coast Ken, Minuteman.
What's up, East Coast?
I tell you what though, there's nothing funner, and I guarantee you Gary can back me up on this. There's nothing funner when you take off the line and all you see is clouds. That's when it's fun.
Clouds. I don't see
as
those.
long as you're only
Because
seeing it for a
goddamn-
second or two.
Yeah, because your goddamn back bumper is scrubbing the ground. That's when it's fun.
I got to tell you, I busted too many oil pans, dude. I do not.
Oh, I've busted oil pans,
not
front
like being
suspension, and
weird.
all that shit.
Minuteman Homestead, what is going on?
Minuteman.
Mike?
I'm telling you, man, that is when it's fun, buddy.
Yeah, I don't like doing that because I hate coming down too hard. And if you don't pedal it
Fuck
right,
that.
you
I
come down too
I
hard.
love doing it. I don't give a shit if it tears it up or not. I love doing
Oh
it. Fuck.
God, it sucks so much when you have to replace an oil pan because you hit it. or you have to replace a motor mount because you broke it.
Been there,
Listen,
done that, buddy.
Pans. Hey, listen, I busted too many oil pans, straightened out too many headers. I do not
Dude.
want to. And my grandson was out in the garage today messing with the Fairmont stuff, and my grandson says, "You think that car will do a wheelie?" And I said, "I hope not."
You need
Well,
some good wheelie bars that are down
hey,
really
just for content purposes, I hope the very first pass you make stands it on its rear bumper. Just for
Yeah.
content purposes.
It does talk
No.
to you're paying for it.
Hey,
I hear you, Gary. No, I'm just saying for content
Gary?
purposes, dude, that's awesome.
no. You don't need it to stand on the bumper, but at least bring the front wheels slightly off the ground. Is all you need to be a wheelie.
Nah, we just need
wheelie.
we need to stand on the bumper because we need to see the whole underside of the car.
No,
when
we
you
don't
ride.
need to pay
Yes,
for that
we need to
much
see that.
repair.
We need to see that. That's when it's
I
fun.
can show you the other side of the car when I'm done with it.
I love that shit.
The problem is if it stands it up like that, it means the car was set up wrong. It really does. That just means the car wasn't set up right. Because you set a car up
I
right,
know
it
what all that
shouldn't
stuff
really.
means, Pinks. Trust
me
me,
tell
I've been
you
drag
something.
racing for many years, buddy. I know what all that stuff
Oh,
means.
God. And I have
If
so
that-
many cars.
I can do.
cars in
I
the
can
air.
set a car up. I got the right suspension in that car and everything. I can set it up.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
I love a car that sits like this, and then when it takes off, just does this as a whole unit. The front and the rear come up at the same time, and it
Ah.
takes off like a bat out of hell.
See, that's the thing you don't want. You don't want the rear to come up. You want it to separate a little bit, but you don't want it to come up. You want the rear to stay down because you're trying to
Listen.
transfer weight.
You want that car to transfer weight. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
But you don't
that's-
need that
that's
coming up in the air.
doing
to do it.
this is
Yeah, you
transferring
don't
weight.
need the rear coming up because if the rear comes up, you're gonna lose the tire. You don't want the rear coming up.
No. I'm not talking about where it comes up so much the tires start spinning. I'm talking where it comes up and it doesn't do this. It comes up and goes. I've watched a couple of guys with their 65s and 66s that have them set up so well that they come up and the rear stays contacted and it doesn't spin and it just
Talking
moves
different
out.
cars, though. You're talking different cars, man. Because
Yeah,
you're
funky.
Yeah, yeah.
a different setup. With these
Yeah.
four link cars nowadays, you don't want that.
You don't want none
No,
of that
the
kind
new
of
ones,
shit.
You'll
No.
have the front end come, so in the new ones, you'll have the front end come up a little bit, but stay on the ground.
Right. Look at
Yeah.
we said 110 is huge.
Look, you want what you want is you want the ass to squat and the front end, the front extension to raise. That's all you want.
Hey,
That's
Minute
what I'm
Man,
talking
gonna tell
about.
you
So on a
something.
newer car, yes.
That's on the older car, too.
Watching the older
Right.
cars do it, and the gas.
That's on the older car too. It's drag race. It doesn't matter if you're something new or something old. It's the same thing. You want the ass to squat and the front extension to stretch.
The ass doesn't always have to squat to stay contacted. It can stay
Well,
down.
Trust
without
me, I know
squat.
that. I know that.
You just want the weight transfer. All right. That's why
To be
you want
correct.
springs in the
I
front.
want a correct weight transfer without a wheelie.
But I'm saying that's why you want your springs to extend in the front. When
Exactly.
You're
Exactly.
Stand in the front, come up. That's what I'm talking about. Come up, but not wheelie, not the wheelie.
I want the
that's why I
wheelie.
have
Fuck
my
it. I want the wheelie.
That's why on my Mustang, I really, for one, I need to change out my front suspension to a setup kind of like my rear. I need a better front suspension. I also need a better clutch setup. Whatever's wrong with it has been wrong with it since I put it together. And I need it to be better. I need it to be where I can take off in first gear. That's all I need.
Well,
I need
Pinks,
to
let
be
me
able
ask
to lower
you.
the RPMs down to like 35, 3,600 and take off in first instead of 4,600 in second.
Well, Pinks, let me ask you this: if you're boosted S550 as fast as it is, do you think
Not
you could
fast.
lose to a? Do you think you could lose to a 302 in a Fox body?
Probably
Manual,
right now, the way it
manual,
drives.
not automatic, manual.
No, manual. I probably beat it.
Okay, you ain't raced 50 Tuscan in because he'll whack
I was
your
gonna say. I knew who you were talking about.
You ain't raced 50 Tuscan because he would eat
No,
your
I
goddamn lunch.
But all
And
the
his
ones-
front wheels do leave the
I'm
ground.
telling you, that dude when he leaves, he's looking at the fucking clouds.
The only thing I'm going by right now is the people that I race at the track that have manuals.
Because I'm
At
telling
my
you, when that
time.
dude leaves, dude, he is looking at the clouds and he never lifts. He's shifting gears with his front wheels in the air. That motherfucker don't never lift. He
That's
is
fine.
gone.
Eventually, one day.
Yeah, but
he's
his
gonna-
car is set up not to be looking at the stars either.
I'm telling you, Gary, if you ever get a chance, I'm sure you watch some of his videos. You go watch that dude. He has a lot of the cheapest bullshit that you could fucking possibly imagine. The
That's what
China
makes it
made
cool.
shit.
But
He makes that shit work.
He ain't dragging the bumper though either. His car's set up for his
Yeah,
transfer.
it's like
His
this,
bumper's going
man.
off the ground.
And
But
he's
he's
still
not
running a
fucking-
T5. That's what's even.
Yeah, a T5, and that dude is still running a 6.6 and an 8.
I'm gonna bet that T5 is not stock.
Oh no.
Well, no, he
Yeah,
builds them.
No.
He builds
No,
them,
that
but the thing of it
T5
is, it's
that
got all
T5
stock
is
gears in it.
hammered.
No, it's got all stock gears in it. All it's got, it's just got just the basic little fucking mods done to it. You can go on his channel and watch him rebuild his T5s. Dude, they're basic as shit. Junkyard transmissions that he don't change
Really?
none of the gear. Yeah, they're just
'Cause
bone
the T5
fucking
is not
stock.
set up for that much power. The T5, the regular.
He don't have a
T5
lot of power. He don't have a
isn't
lot of
set up for a
power.
lot of- Then how fast? What's his 8th mile times?
He uses junkyard motors.
Dude, he uses junkyard motors, junkyard
That's
transmissions,
fine.
junkyard
I'm
rear
asking you a
ends,
question.
junkyard
What is his
axles.
time? What did
A
he run in the 8?
6.5 and 6.6 and an 8 and a damn 4-door LTD.
Okay, so if I get my car fixed to where the clutch isn't giving me the problems, I'm gonna kick his ass.
Well, the weight is a big thing on those LTDs.
Oh, yeah. For one, my car weighs a lot more. It's 37. Well, my car's
Yeah.
probably about 4,000 pounds. Without
No, and
me in
I'm sitting there telling you now, he takes weight out of the cars now. There's no doubt he de-weights the car by a shit ton.
I'm not, but I'm not gonna get rid of any of the things in that car I like. I like the heated seats.
Well, dude, his shit
I
is
like
as
the
bare bones as
stereo.
it gets.
Yeah, see,
There's-
if I were to do all that, if I were to strip my car down, my car would be way faster. But I
Plus,
don't
he's
wanna do
NA.
that
He's not
because-
boosted.
Well,
yeah, he's not
there's
boosted,
the
dude.
thing
He's
is-
all NA. No power adders,
Okay.
no nitrous, no none of this shit.
But
Tussin doesn't
starting-
even like to run it on the dyno because he doesn't want to waste the motor.
No, exactly. Because most of his bottom ends and his engines, dude, they're 180,000, 200 something thousand mile bottom ends stock
And how-
out of a damn
okay.
junkyard.
How often does he change out his engine?
He don't, dude. Dude, his transmissions, he
don't
puts
know
3,
that.
4,
You don't
500
know that.
passes. Oh,
Just
trust me.
because he doesn't
This dude
show
is
it on
very
his channel
look.
doesn't mean
This
he doesn't
dude is
change
very.
it out.
You got to go watch his channel and be a damn a loyal follower, dude. He is very transparent on his videos. Very.
He literally,
He's
he
very
literally-
transparent as to what he shows you.
Yeah,
But he
I
is
think he's on
literally-
the level.
he's a junkyard dog, dude. Everything he's
That's
got in his
fine.
car comes out of the junkyard.
Dude, I'm telling you straight up, dude. When the
Well, he
motor goes bad, he just changes out one little piston and one little rod, and he don't change none of the fucking rest of them.
Hey, he does find a lot of good shit in these junkyards.
Yes, he does. He knows how to look through that shit. Like I
You
said,
know, I watch him, right? I've seen his videos. I know who
Dude,
he is.
just go watch him build. Now he is driving a car, testing a car that he just built. It does have a supercharger on it, just like the one Mr. Mott one's got on his car right now.
Oh, does he?
Yes,
I
he just built.
I haven't watched him. In
He just put out a video yesterday. He's just testing it around the facility where he works, because evidently he's got it like that because the building that he has most of his cars in is out at his job. So he's got that something just packed full of damn. All of his cars look raggedy as shit, rusty whole floorboards, all this shit. He don't change none of that shit.
I
He
can't
drills
do
holes
that.
in them.
Dude, he takes a 2-inch hole saw, and I bet he drills 500 holes in the car.
He drills holes
I
in
am,
them.
dude. I'm not lying to you.
lightweight.
Dude, I don't know how his front clip even stays connected to his car.
You're talking about the way he does his lightweight, where he does the lightweight mods to it, right?
Dude, I'm telling you, when that
Yeah.
motherfucker does lightweight mods, he takes it to the extreme.
And
I
downhill guys get it right. Cletus McFarland is turning to a Ford guy. He is. He has been
So,
changed into a Ford guy
I
for so
think
long.
that little 93 that I bought, I think that
Yeah.
car running ovens.
So what
are we
now,
watching
Gary?
there, Sublime?
That little 93 that I got, I think that car will run into the 11s.
It probably will. It probably will.
Good.
You know who
ready
just
to see
released a
Fairmont
video?
run. I am
You
so
know-
Who's that?
ready to see your
Who
Underfed,
just-
underfed coyote.
Really? God, I ain't seen a video from that dude in forever.
Yeah,
Underfed? Really?
yeah, just released it.
God, I ain't seen him in nobody's live streams in God knows how long. I can't remember the last time I seen him in a live stream.
Oh yeah. It
Yeah.
just showed up on my underfed coyote right there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, man,
Stay tuned.
Look, I got mad respect for Tussin, dude. That dude takes the most junkiest
Oh, wow.
shit and he makes it fucking work.
Oh, Tussin does a great job. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying if I can get my car to work right, but I do have over 900 horsepower. I got like 1,000 crank horsepower. My problem is the setup through the clutch, the transmission, everything. It doesn't work right. Something is wrong with it, and that's what I got.
I don't think IRS is all that great for drag racing.
I don't think it's
It
good
is
at all
not,
for drag racing.
But my you have to understand, my IRS is locked out in so many different ways.
Oh,
I have
okay.
changed so much on my rear end. Yes, I still have IRS axles. You know, they're still CV axles basically, but they are 1,500 horsepower rated axles. They aren't going to break. I have broken my rear end twice. I've broken it twice at stock horsepower, but the way I've got it set up now, it didn't break all year with the extended horsepower because I have a better setup on it now. The suspension, oh my God. So I've got Vikings in the front, in the rear. I need to change my front suspension out. I need to be able to get my front suspension to lift more and put it to the back. Now, I did go back to a stock suspension this year, and when I changed that during the middle of the year, it actually improved my times by 0.2. So I went up 0.2 of time I'm a 6.3 now is my high. So I've got I think it's 6.32 is my best so far in the 8. I really, when I set my car up, I set it up for a quarter-mile track because I used to run quarter-mile. So the rear end, the gearing in it is set up for quarter-mile track, and I don't want to change it because I can't take off in first gear. I am taking off in second gear every time at 4,600 RPM, and I get a decent, I get a pretty good launch like that. If I try and take off in first, I spin no matter what RPM I set it to, and then that spin goes from first to second, and then my times go into 8-second mode because I'm spinning for half the track.
Yeah, the reason why I mentioned that supercharged car, I figured Gary would like to watch that.
So if I start in second gear in the 8th mile, I go from second gear to third gear, and the race is over. I do not even get into fourth. I never even see fourth.
Because you're geared so low.
Yeah, it's a 351.
Yeah, that's why.
It's the automatic gearing. And
Wait, 351? I thought you had a 315.
No,
I could have sworn you had a super low.
I thought he had.
it's whatever the automatic gearing is what I have. It
I
could
thought
be
you told me you had a 331 or a 327 or some bullshit.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I was thinking. 331. Sorry, thank
331.
you.
That's it. Whatever they are.
I knew it was
That's
lower
the
than the
350.
350s.
No, it's that's right. Originally it was a 351. I changed to 331 or 350. 355 is what it came with, and I went to 331 because I wasn't a performance package. Yeah, 331. That's what it is. So I'm.
Yeah, Gary, that's the reason why I mentioned that car. I figured you'd be interested in watching this video about that silver car that he's testing out now.
I'll check it out and see. But yeah, like I said, Pinks, and we went over this 1,000 times with you, man. If you put automatic in that thing, dude.
If I had the money, Mach 1, it would be an automatic yesterday.
Man,
so
I'm
fast.
telling you,
because I know where to get a converter from. It's TTC. They're right down the road here. They're like around the corner from me. Get that in one day.
But that's the thing is that if you get automatic in it, because you're shocking your suspension so bad when you're leaving in first gear.
Yeah,
it is.
Gary, check this out. Watch.
What I'd like is a PH400. I really would.
Oh, dude, look at
Look at that. Damn, dude.
That is nice.
It's a 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
that thing's beautiful.
The weird thing
Gary,
about
I
a
love
70
that
Shelby is it almost looks, if you look, they look like a 71. It kind of do a double take when you see
They
one.
do.
Yeah.
Long, yes.
I mean,
See, the only thing I
rest
don't
of
like
the
about
car-
it is a damn vert.
I love those tailgates or tailgates. Those tail lights. Those tail lights are awesome.
Gary, did you say you just got your converter?
I just got it today.
Cool, man. So what's the next step for the Fairmont then? So now you pretty much got the running gear pieces.
Hey, listen, I got a 410 gear in that thing with a 5,000 stall. What do you think that
Hey,
thing's
hey, I
gonna
haven't
do?
watched your video yet.
I think you better start working on the rear shocks.
Listen, I got all that. I got everything I need for that car, man.
Hey,
Well,
what
are you gonna
running for your suspension?
Are you gonna put an anti-roll in the back of that car?
Yes.
Okay, you're probably gonna need one.
Yeah.
What shocks are you running, front and rear?
Strange.
Strange? Oh,
I got Viking in the front and Strange in the rear.
oh. So I love my Vikings in the rear. Those Viking dual adjustables are so nice. I need to get them
Well,
up
that's,
front.
I got the Strange adjustables in the rear.
You went Strange in the rear and Viking up front?
Yeah.
I can't afford Strange, so I'm going to probably go Viking up front when I change them. But I need Viking coilovers in the front. So,
Well, that's what I got is the Viking coilovers.
yeah, those are spendy. Those are not cheap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
what's
the
your
trucks are
next
Strange.
step?
Anyway, so my next step right now
Mm-hmm.
is fuel line and everything put up in it and get the dash in it. And I got the manual brakes. Watch my video, Salty.
Well, I just want to know what's.
I have your.
I just
video
want
loaded up on
just
my
want to know
phone
your
to
next
watch.
step.
It's the next video to watch on my phone.
Well, actually, the next step is to get the gas tank and everything installed in the car and the gas line so I can set it down.
Gotcha. Okay.
I know which,
I don't want you to tell me everything you're going to do to it. I was just curious what your next step was.
which gas
so
tank do you have? You have the original or reman original?
What do you mean?
Like what gas tank are you using in that Fairmont?
I got the original and I had it sumped.
Oh, you have an original with a sump.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And I had it sumped.
Nice. Good
Frank,
for you.
what's going on, brother?
I mean, I was looking at that car every time I've seen it, and everything I've seen on it, that thing looks clean, like it came from down
Man.
south somewhere.
What's up, Frank?
And no, it came from Arizona.
Oh, that's why it doesn't have any rust.
No, it came from
That thing
Arizona.
looks great.
I'm gonna tell you, underneath of that car, it was like brand new damn
Yeah.
four pins up under that car.
So good.
It really does, man.
But yeah,
I got a question. How do you get it off of that turn? How do you get it off? How do you get
Jack.
it down?
very
really
careful.
long, really high
So
jacks.
what I got this 3-inch pipe. all
Okay.
right? And it's what I do. I bolt it. I got U clamps, and I clamp it to the steel bar of it. And I take my jack, I jack it up, pull the bolts, and then lower the jack down and just lower it down.
Okay. Okay. Is that why you were talking about those cribs, the wooden cribs, making that for it?
I want the wooden cribs so I can keep it up high enough and it can
Right.
have it on all fours so I can adjust the suspension and get everything adjusted right before.
Well,
I
I'm
drop it
thinking
on.
of making some of those wooden cribs for my cars too, because I have the race ramp ones, but they're not quite high enough for everything. I want to make ones that are a little bit taller.
Yeah, the race ones they have that are 12 inches. Oh,
Yeah, those Those are great,
funny.
but I need them to be a little bit higher. I need them to be about 30.
They're
Not
really
30,
proud
but
of those race
about-
ramp ones too.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
I
God,
agree. I'm
dude.
proud of them.
those things cost me way more money than I should have spent on them. But I did get them on a Black Friday sale a couple of years ago, so they were like half price when I bought them.
I thought
they-
I wanted some of the quick jacks,
Still
but
cost me
man,
too much.
with the quick jacks taking up the whole sides of the car, and you have to go up underneath from the front and the rear, that just turns me away from them.
That doesn't bother me. I'm almost always going underneath the front of the rear. My problem, the reason I bought quick jacks is I bought them at Costco during a Christmas sale. So they were like not quite half price, but a little over half price.
Yeah,
so
don't get me
I
wrong. I like
paid
the
about
whole
$1,000.
idea of them, I like the whole idea of them. I just don't
awful.
like the idea that it blocks the side of the car so
They're
you can't
awful
enter
big to
underneath.
store too, though. That's the other
I
thing.
I got when I bought mine. They came with hangers. They hang on the wall. They're
Okay.
they're
That
out of the
wouldn't
way.
be bad. Yeah, that wouldn't be.
Yeah. So
Hey,
when I
Frank,
bought it, it came with a kit that they hang on the wall.
Say, Frank, I appreciate you stopping by, brother.
Oh,
Yeah, Frank.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Problem was with my garage. I have no wall space even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to store them underneath one of your cars all the time.
Yeah.
They can store under a car no problem. Like when they're flat, if you have them inbound of your engine, I could sit on top of like 3 of them. You only have 2 of them, but 3 of them would fit under my car no problem. But they're really nice for like my Focus is on them right now. And when I was doing the engine, if I needed to bring it up and down, you can do that with them. And it's really nice. But they only have the 2 points. They've got the midpoint and the high point. If you bring them all the way down, you need to have wheels on your car.
That's a good thing to know there, Funky.
Funky said, don't make your cribs higher than your jack.
Yeah, no shit.
That's how you know.
Hey, not unless you just put a 4x4 block up on top of your
So
jack, and then
Funky,
you can
I
get a
was
little
smart
extra
enough when
extension.
I bought my jacks. I bought the extended length, low profile jacks from Harbor Freight that go up like 24 inches or 23 inches.
The Bandit is in the house.
Is that
I
a
bought
bad?
one of
Oh, yeah,
those.
it is a
I
bad.
bought one of those new.
Oh, did you?
God, I'd love to have one of those.
Although that's a year newer than mine was. Oh, actually,
So was yours
2 years newer.
Did
You
you
buy
have
the
the
one-
6.6 liter?
I had the
6.6 old.
Yeah, the TA 6.6.
Yeah, the TA 6.6. So I almost died in one of those in Hawaii. So I was not driving. I was in the back seat. If you can imagine a 6 foot, almost 6'2" guy in his mid-20s or early 20s in the back seat of one of those. And I tried to keep telling them, let me drive. I'm pretty sober. I'd only had a couple beers at the bar before. But no, the owner of the car sat in the passenger seat because he was way too drunk. He let the other guy drive, who was also way too drunk. We ended up sliding across the median because he told him before we left, he said, don't pay attention to that. The lights on the dash didn't work on the speedometer, only on the tack. And he told him, be careful, it's only the tack you can see at night. And he got it up to 55 in drive, but that was 5,500 RPM. And then he started swerving a little bit, and the guy who owned the car grabbed the steering wheel and shoved it the other way, which is the worst thing he could do.
There you go,
Slid
Gary.
the car to the side. We slid across the median. We ended up on the other side of the road. We got
Damn.
lucky we didn't get
Look at
hit
that.
by anybody. And we were sitting there when the cops showed up. And he's like, yo, because we blew a tire when we did that. He's like,
You
yeah,
knew
I
you
just
was
blew
gonna
a
like
tire.
that one, Sublime.
I never got in the car with that son of a bitch again. What year is that?
I am not.
What year is that?
You got the volume on in the background there,
71.
Sublime?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
Not a fan of those. Not a fan of those.
There you go.
That's the one that was on the damn
those.
LTD chassis, right?
The T-Bird, I think.
I love
Yeah,
the
you're probably right.
72s too. The 71s and 72s I love as well. But
It's too damn long, man. Hoods are just way too long.
I don't care.
They're almost like a SUV or
Yeah, yeah, no joke.
Battleship.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
they're
Battleship.
just big cars, man.
They are very big. Like I said, in high school, I helped a good friend of mine rebuild his 351 in 1971.
The only really good one of those that I liked, what was that damn movie? God almighty, it was a yellow one. What was his name driving that car? One of the most famous damn car chasings.
Bullet?
Damn. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. No. It was
the
a
first
yellow
Gone
one.
in 60 Seconds, wasn't it?
Yes, I think it was the first
The
Gone in 60
original
seconds.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah. That dude, by the time that car was done, that car was piece. He wrecked that son of a bitch, man. But tell you what, man, he drove that living shit. That was one hell of a chasing. God almighty, one hell of a chasing.
I actually enjoyed the original Gone in 60 Seconds. The newer one with Nick Cage was pretty fun too.
Oh, they both were good. I got no problem with them.
Eleanor, right?
There was more acting in the new one than there was in the old one.
Yeah, they were.
But the
They were.
original one was a fun movie too.
But you know, that's what gave us the Eleanor. So
Yep.
can't say nothing bad about it. We got that car for the first time.
Yeah.
And to me, honestly, that is one of the most iconic cars in the world now is the Eleanor.
Do you ever?
Yeah,
You ever
now it's free for anybody to build one too.
Salty, do you remember? This was actually before your time, but Two-Lane Blacktop. Do you remember?
Oh
that
God,
movie?
is my favorite all-time movie, dude.
Yeah.
I freaking
Two-Lane
absolutely
Blacktop?
love that movie. Hell yeah, that's my favorite movie.
Here you go, Gary.
My buddy has the twin to that car, Stupid Fast, except for he painted it orange.
Got that one.
Really?
Yeah.
This one. Ooh.
Hello, Gary. How you doing?
God, that dude's ugly.
he,
That's what I
he
say
tapped
when I
on
put myself on the screen.
he clicked on the wrong picture. That's pretty.
And it's beautiful, ain't it?
It is.
With the
Hell
S
yeah.
code 390.
It's
That's
nice car.
code, yeah. That car's worth a mint.
Yes, sir.
6x9 speakers. I remember those.
Damn. Man, that motherfucker spit shine too. Good God Almighty. Look at that.
Hey, so if I had a car like that and Sublime had Dose of the Clap, we'd both have something to talk about.
Oh.
Nah, man, I love a lot of those old movies and stuff, man. I got a bunch of them in there saved that I watch all the time.
A bandit style Jeep Gladiator. Oh my God.
Nah, that's got to look like shit.
A 73 regular Mustang convertible. Ugh.
I just cannot stand the Jeep Gladiators, man. A lot of people like them. I just can't. They ain't for me.
They don't. look like
You know what? My daughter had one of those Jeeps, those four-door Jeeps. That was the worst riding piece of junk I ever been in my life.
Jeep just don't. I don't know what's going on with them, man. They just don't make nothing good anymore. Ain't none of their shit worth a damn.
The old CJ5s were blast.
Yeah, back in the day, the old CJs were badass, especially if you took the shit out and put a damn 350 in it and side pipes and shit like that. That was a fun ass Jeep. But this shit we got today, man, they just have gone just way. They've lost me.
Check this out. Wait do you see what's underneath the hood of this thing? Hold on.
The
So,
Chevelle.
I want to ask you a question.
No.
Go ahead, bud.
What was the first car that you ever bought?
Did I actually pay for my own money? Are you talking about me? You talking to me or Stupid Fast Truck?
I'm talking Stupid Fast.
67 Firebird convertible.
Do you wish you still had that car?
Yeah.
I bet he does. Hell yeah.
It was rusted out though. I mean, you know,
First year, first generation. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It was just a little 326 V8, but
Dude,
yeah,
I love
it
those
was-
326s.
Yeah. It was a
damn. Look at that. That's pretty damn Sublime. I like that. Good God.
That's
Yeah, I always thought the 326 Pontiac was a great engine.
the funny thing about a Pontiac V8 was you could not tell the difference.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been a 455 and a 326, and you couldn't tell the difference. The dimensions, the block was dimensionally exactly the same.
No, that's a very good question that you asked that. What is the very first car that he actually bought with his own money? That's a good question to everybody. What's the very first car you bought with your own money?
He was at the age. He's at the age where that's when those cars are at their peak. And
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm,
Well,
He
yeah,
had-
all the muscle cars though, even by 75, people tore the shit out of them. But the 69s and 70 muscle cars by that time, 5 years later when I graduated from high school, they were pieces of shit, especially up
Right.
here, because they rusted out in 4 or 5 years.
right.
Or
That's why
they were
That's why you had to
beating the shit
live
out
down
of them.
south.
Yep.
So how often do you take your older vet out?
I haven't driven since in the 80s.
Really?
The old one?
No,
Yes.
the one that's running.
The C5.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, the red
Okay.
one? Yeah, I drive that once a week at least.
Oh no, I'm talking about the oldest one.
No,
you
I haven't
got.
that one hasn't been out.
What
since
year is that?
65.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did you actually buy that car?
77.
Holy, you've had that damn thing a while. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I was looking at the title, and I hope that I made title get plates for it before I even start working on it, just to make sure I don't get into, because there's no computer record of that title because they didn't have computers back then. Or
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
My question is, what's all wrong with that car for you to have to get back on the road?
oh,
God,
a
it's hard
lot.
to
A
hear
lot.
you. All we hear is Sublime's.
Right
thing
now,
in the
the
background.
chassis is I've got the frame off the body right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
So
probably
you
start
need to
working on it.
completely restore then.
Yeah, I'm going to probably start working on it this spring. I'm just if I don't get it done now, I'll never get it done.
I was
Well,
gonna
I
say
like-
if you could dedicate some time to it, say 4, 5, 6 months, how long would it actually take you to get it back on the road?
It depends on how good you want to make it. You can.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah,
I would like to see you do videos on that car and document.
I will. Yeah, I've already.
Yeah, I guarantee you that car right there. If you do the videos, that car will gain a lot of traction.
Yeah,
I-
those old stuff that they don't go that well, really. I
But
mean,
the thing about it is, I would just like to see it, and that
Yeah.
way you got it documented for yourself
Sure.
too.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the chassis is pretty much done. I got to clean it back up again, but I've got.
Now,
some-
did you powder coat the chassis or did you have it painted?
I
did you just
painted it myself. But
Okay.
In fact, if you really want an old vet, unless you're making a show by show car, I mean a retro mod, resto mod rather,
Mhm.
you really want to try to not over restore it, because you can do what's called over restoring it, like powder coating the chassis and
Right.
like, and in a lot of cases on those old cars, they didn't put any paint even on a lot of the parts were just raw cast iron. Like the rear end, the differential was all just raw cast iron. And if you really want to restore it to original, you leave it raw cast iron and it's going to rust.
Right.
Yeah, but you living in the climate you live in and stuff
Well,
like that.
I wouldn't drive that. I wouldn't. I don't drive any of my Corvettes in the winter. But
Yeah, but what I'm
So-
saying is, when you restore yours now, are you going to restore yours to the point to where it's a really good looking driver, or are you going to take yours back to like factory and
I'd
just really
kinda
do
like
it all up?
to do a factory one, because I've already bought the lacquer paint for it.
Mhm.
Lacquer, in fact,
Oh
Right.
yeah, the old good paint.
The original lacquer.
Hell yeah,
right.
that's the good old paint for it. Shit, that
Yeah.
shit, that
So
paint
it'll be-
lasted for fucking
it'll
ever.
be it chips like crazy. You got to be careful with it, but it's it'll
it's
be
easy to
single stage paint, so it won't look all that good because they didn't look that good. I mean, it won't be
No.
glassy shiny.
But it's an easy paint job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But the other one you got is a 67.
no, it's an 01. The
Oh,
red one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I thought you had like a mid 70s or something like that.
No.
Okay.
65.
I'd like to have another bet, but I want something from 68 to 72.
I like the chrome
Dude.
bumper ones. I like the
Yeah.
chrome bumper ones.
My buddy had a
Especially a big
69.
block.
God, I love that car, man. God, I love that car.
A big block's 69 to 72, preferably a 70. 70 is where they're at. I mean, when
I
they lower
agree.
the compression, that just kind of
Well, that's
So
what
what's
they
the
went with
difference?
They went with the emission stuff in that too.
Yeah.
After
So what's the
71.
difference between the 69 and the 70 then? Because I don't know a whole lot about Corvettes, so that's why I have to ask.
just the fenders have the front and rear fenders have this flare out on the 70,
Mhm.
like and just the vents on the side are a little different, but there's not a lot of difference.
So a running gear from the 69 and 70 is pretty much the same.
Well, 70 was his first year for the 454. The 69 was a 427 in the big block. And
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So what you think was better, the better of the two, the 427 or the 454?
That 3-carb 427 was pretty cool, but because they went the 70, they really didn't have. There was no, I think they made. There was a 4 1/4 horse 70, I think too, but they were super rare. But
Yeah, they're probably
I mean,
big money cars.
huge
Big
money.
money cars.
Yeah,
But with the 4 1/4 horse, wasn't it a dual quad or
yeah,
tri-power?
tri-power. Yeah, that's
Tri-power.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a 72 with the 350 in it. It was black. It had the red deluxe interior in it with a red pinstripe. It was a beautiful
Ooh,
car.
that would be nice.
I had it for about 3 years, and then some guy offered me some money and a 57 Chevy for it, so I sold it.
It's the way I am, Gary. It's so many cars I wish I'd have still had. It's just somebody came around with
isn't that
more
the
money
truth?
than me than I want. You know,
I wish
way
I-
worse than I did.
Yeah, if I was going to buy another bed, it would definitely be the 68, 69, 70.
I wish I had that Fox body that I had. That remember that black one that I was looking at here a few months ago? That it was identical to that. Yeah.
Really?
Pretty. That's a pretty ass
T-top,
car.
T-top.
Yeah, man.
Is it you, Stupid Fast Truck, has been looking for the Fox body he had for so many years? Is it, we used to know somebody used to come into one of our live streams for so long
Yeah,
that was looking for his original Fox body. And
I'm
he
sure
said
that's.
I'm trying to figure out who the hell that was that used to come in our damn live streams and
I
say
kind of
that.
vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, he said he was always looking for his original Fox body. You know what? I know who it is. It's Rich. Rich GT350R. That's who it is.
Oh,
He said he was
okay.
always looking for his first Fox body that he ever bought.
see, up here you just don't have because the way things rust out. You're never going to find your. It'd be just a total piece of shit, gone.
Yeah.
I
Unless
mean,
somehow or another ended up down south somewhere.
yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the good thing I can say about us down here. We, a lot of cars, they last, but other than them lasting, the people just beat them to death. I mean,
Yeah.
by the
Well, I
time
don't-
you actually buy one, it's just, dude, it's almost ready for the junkyard because it's so damn raggedy.
I don't see
What-
where Paul the Fox finds all these nice Fox bodies that he up in Canada. I'm like, where does he find those things?
I don't. The cars that he finds, people must really they just stay in their damn garages all the time and don't get driven because I know
Yeah.
that climate up there is harsh on vehicles.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they don't use the salt and stuff we use here in Michigan though either.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's really
That
not
makes a
the
big difference.
snow. It's the salt that kills it.
Right. But you know,
Yeah.
I mean, what happened is a lot of these people they undercoated these cars and drive in the wintertime, that sauce sticks right to that undercoating.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
undercoating is crap. I hate that.
Man,
shit.
you just take a car like from down south. That's not rusty, but it's been beat to death. Hell, Funky's got one of them. Look at what he's been going through with the red car ever since he's had it. Getting all the damn redneckish out of that son of a bitch since day one. That car was jerry rigged to hell and back.
That Ford GT sold for $390K.
That's
Did
That
it
don't
really?
surprise me.
And it had
That don't
it was the
surprise me.
supercharged edition.
no, those all are supercharged, aren't they?
That car
So-
was like really rare, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, stupid fast. The next car up is a 24 Z06,
Oh,
all black. Check it.
those are starting to. It'll be interesting to see what because those are falling like a stone because they.
Everything I think right now is falling pretty good.
Yeah.
People's got any money, man. I mean, even though people are scared to spend a
I
bigger
think
chunk of
that's-
money right now because of the way the economy is, and what's coming. But buddy, it ain't gonna be long. If you got money, you can be sitting on, and you want to
Is that
purchase a
a-
car.
1LZ. Did they say what the
You mean what package?
Trim-
Hold on, I'll
trim
see if I
level,
can find
yeah.
out.
It looks like could be a 1LZ, which is the lowest one.
That's a crazy looking rear spoiler.
Look, it looks Batmanish.
Yeah,
It does from the back.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
without people looking it up, do people know what the original car that was used for the Batmobile?
Yeah, it was a Ford Futura.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. A lot of people don't even know that shit.
it was like a dream car.
Yeah.
Elvis actually drove it in a couple movies unmodified and in its original form. And it was
Really?
it was in a couple of movies too.
The Futuro?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. I dig that. But yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for telling us about the 65. I would really enjoy to watch you see that.
Yeah,
The videotape you're gonna do.
Oh yeah, I'll make some videos on it for sure.
Gary, I just got to ask you a question, and this ain't got nothing to do with cars. What the hell are we going to see? What are we going to see you cook for Christmas?
We can see me cook for Christmas.
Yeah, because I know,
Yeah.
look, you done something for Thanksgiving, so we got to see you do something for Christmas.
That turkey was nice.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Because dude, my taste buds are already going wild for that shit. Because I don't have one of those cookers, and I want one, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still trying to restore that damn Oklahoma Joe's I got. I ain't even got around to sanding it down and painting it yet.
But I mean, the thing of it is that it depends on what the wife's gonna have. Maybe the kids will do all the cooking. We won't have to.
That'll be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Just they can bring it all over, and y'all can just eat, and y'all don't have to worry about spending all the time cooking.
My daughters, they're starting to enjoy to cook, and my daughter-in-law, she cooks all right. So I mean, it gives my wife a break.
Yeah. I'm sure your wife probably still makes some kind of dessert, so there's probably gonna be no way she's gonna get out of that.
I have to tell you guys, I'm a blessed man. My wife has always done real well with me, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your wife seems like, dude. I mean, I got super respect for your wife. She is into the same stuff
What-
that you're in. Cars,
Sublime, what did that
food,
Z06
things
go
like
for?
car shows.
149, I believe.
Man, that is beautiful. God, look at that son of a bitch right there.
Oh, it's got the pistol grip shifter.
Super B.
Yes, sir.
That just turns me on right there.
You
baby.
ain't lying, dude. I'll tell y'all right now, and y'all ain't going to hear it, but I'm getting a 4-inch Woody. That son of a bitch is beautiful. God,
My dad being in the car, my dad
man,
being in
that
the car my whole life. I seen all these cars. We had these cars.
man, that price just seems low as hell for that car. Good Lord.
It's still
That
going up.
Reserve. Oh, okay.
It's still going up. Look at
I'm
how
just saying,
fast
that
that's
just
going
seems
up.
awful damn low though. Usually, man, at a damn Barrett Jackson, that motherfucker be over $100,000 already, easily.
A second ago, it was 40. It went up pretty quick.
Was there a reserve on that Z06 or did it sell?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
guarantee you, if that was my car right there, that son of a bitch would not sell for that price.
You know what I really
Hell
liked
no.
was in the 2000 when they came out with the Rumblebee. Friend of my
Is that
best
car
friend still has
original?
one.
But listen, is that car original, Matt? Do you know, Sublime?
The Super B?
Yeah, is it an
Yeah, is that
car?
original car?
Hold on, I'll back up and find out.
Because if that's an original car, that is so far underpriced, dude. That is crazy.
That
You
was
would
pretty
think that
cheap.
could be a six-digit car, right?
Yeah, oh man, you would think that would be
Okay.
that would easily be if it was all original in the right setting. Dude, that's a $250,000 car.
It's a Super
easily.
B, not a Super. It's not the NASCAR
not-
thing.
Yeah, well, they
Not the
they
Daytona.
actually use those. They actually use those
Yeah,
in
they
NASCAR
do.
also.
Yeah. Petty, that's what he drove all the time.
Yeah, he drove one of the Super B right there before he got
Yeah.
the Super Bird.
Right.
But I'm just saying that car's
Yeah,
got
the
to be at least a
Superbirds are my.
six-digit
the
car.
Super- I love the Superbirds.
Yeah.
I'm
those-
What is that you got
I'm just-
below that?
I'm just
TV
like
there?
Gary. If that is an original car, that is just seems like that is like really, really low money for that car.
Why'd we go black?
I mean, that car had the pistol grip shifter and everything in it, man.
Fucking hey, dude, that car
Yeah, it did.
was that car was beautiful, man. Look, and I usually don't get too crazy about damn Mopars, but that era Mopar, I'm all about those cars.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Shit, yeah, dude, I love the Coronet. A lot of people don't give the Coronet its due. I just thought the
Coronet.
Coronet was just a great. I thought it was a great car, man. I love that car.
They're
I
making
remember-
it sound like it's the correct motor. They said the 335 horsepower 383.
Oh, so it's a 383 and not a 426.
Was that
Or
a PlayStation
440, no.
Or
TV?
440.
Yeah.
But
No, it's a
still,
383 car.
383.
That's probably why I went for cheaper.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sublime.
Did it sell or did it
Yeah.
Did it actually
Yeah.
sell?
Hold on,
No
I'll tell you here in a second.
There
They're
was
about
no
to.
reserve, so it sold.
It's at 65 right now. It's probably going to sell right at that. I bet.
Well,
Still though, I don't
but
care. Even the 383, it still seems like a low number for that beautiful car. God damn, that's pretty.
What,
Yep,
was that
65
PlayStation
it sold
Warrior
for.
TV?
I'd be happy to find a 69 satellite.
Hell yeah, damn right.
They just had a satellite up here a little earlier. It was like 71 or 2 though, I think.
I think
I like
watched
this.
what you earlier.
I like the 71, 72, 73 satellites. The Sabrines, the satellite Sabrines, they were nice ass cars, man.
I had a
Sebring.
Roadrunner, man.
Yeah, the Sabrines, man, hell yeah, they were nice as shit, dude.
I had that Roadrunner, and you could look down and see the road as you was driving.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, you
Hey,
had some
Barbara,
awesome
Mike.
AC. You had awesome
Barbecue
AC.
Mike. The only problem is there's a Coronet that's up by you for sale. Has it been in the garage every winter? Because it's up by you.
It's these stop sign floorboards.
Yeah,
I've seen those.
Yep.
Seen many of them.
dude, I've got
Yeah.
I have been looking really
Yeah.
hard for a 55 Chevrolet 2-door post. I want one of those so damn bad. But I want one that's got to be done.
Coronet, Bo.
I can't afford one that's restored or even resto modded or nothing like that. I want one that I got to do, but I don't want to. No offense, because I don't have the knowledge like Ford Blue Nut has to restore all the rust and shit like that. I don't want one to that point because I don't have the knowledge to do it myself, and I don't want to pay somebody to do it because then you get into really you got to have deep pockets for that shit.
Yeah, I can't do restorations. I tried to do a restoration on a Fox body, and the price that it was going to cost me to do what I need to do, because it was a T-top version of an 84.
Now that's
And,
a truck right there, baby.
I just,
Look at
didn't
Yes,
have,
it
I
is.
just didn't have the money for it. So I sold it
Oh,
off
man.
to somebody else who
Look
could do
at
it.
that son bitch right F100. Good God Almighty.
Noise.
Mhm.
Noise.
What year is that?
250.
Camper
what year is that?
special. I love
That's
those.
69.
69.
That's what my dad's is. My dad's is 69 F100.
Camper
That's-
special.
Yeah,
That's
my
a
dad's is a
250
camper special.
Camper special though, so it's got the 351 in it, right?
Hey, my dad's is a F100
390.
camper special.
Oh, okay.
390.
That's
okay.
that's
right,
what
that's right.
Gearhead's dad's truck that he bought.
My dad's truck and Gearhead's dad's truck is the exact same truck except for color. Identical,
Really?
same truck. Yep.
Long
same truck.
bed, standard bed, or
Yeah, long bed. Yeah, long bed camper specials.
okay.
Both of them, same trucks.
Does he still have that? I haven't seen it on his channel.
I haven't seen a video from him in so long, but
Yeah,
I probably
he was-
I
Gearhead.
think he posted one because he bought his daughter that GT is four.
Yeah.
It was 4 GT.
Yeah,
Well,
that
we
that Fox
Gearhead
body.
in a while either.
Right. I think he just made a video here shortly, just
Yeah.
a little bit ago.
He's
Well-
been doing it again.
Yeah, we're probably
know how it is
seeing.
with YouTube. It doesn't matter how you're subscribed to and what bell icon you have. If they haven't made a video in a while, it won't tell you.
Yeah, we're probably seeing right now. It's going into the off season of everybody doing things, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
I guess when it starts getting warmer, we'll start seeing him put out more videos and stuff. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
he was
because-
religious about it for
Oh yeah, he was.
What?
He was.
years.
Get up here.
You know, because he's real. He works real close with Fox Mustang Restoration,
Sure.
and he's over there in their shop doing a lot of filming and stuff like that.
hmm
Hey, you know what? He brought a lot of attention to that place that a lot of people didn't even know that place existed
He did.
without his videos.
hmm In fact, he's done a lot for the whole Fox body community. I think.
He has really. I agree.
putting it on the map.
Yep. A lot of people says that Foxcast done a lot, but I honestly I think Gearhead has done more for the Fox community than Foxcast has.
Hey,
and the reason-
Hey, hang on a second. Can you see what Man Home said
I did.
right there?
Hold
Say
on a
something
second.
in the chat so that way he can subscribe to you.
Hey, I don't have a channel, so you can't subscribe to me. But hello, I'm just a dumbass that talks.
You're not a dumbass, Salty. You just got 4 inches.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm proud of them 4 inches because I could have less.
I
Like
tried
I
to
said-
say hello Minuteman, but it came out hello me because I hit the enter button somehow.
Like I said, I'm proud of my 4 inches because it could be less.
Typing on touchscreen sucks sometimes.
Oh, it does.
No, but the reason why I was saying that, I think Gearhead's
Oh my
done more
God.
for the Fox community than
Phone is
Foxcast,
fine.
because Foxcast mainly, all they do is coyote swaps and shit like that. And they restore these cars to the point, or the customers that bring them their cars, they build these cars to the point that most people cannot afford to get to. But Gearhead is like the average Joe, you know, he buys a part when he can afford a part, puts it on his car. He don't always highlight the pretty cars. Some of them are ugly. Some of them just got bad paint. They got bad interior, but he still highlights the cars regardless.
Sure.
And that's the thing I like about him.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He's just down to earth. I mean,
Yes, he's a really down to
Gearhead's
earth guy.
What's his channel's full name?
Gearhead 704.
Okay, I'm trying to look at him.
He's done a lot for the Fox Body community, period.
But I
So
swear
he's,
it
Yes,
said
he
to him.
yes he
I
has.
know that
He really has.
There are so many Gearhead channels out there. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Here's his Gearhead 704, all one word.
Yeah, I'm not finding it.
here, let me see if I can find it. Sure.
All you
I'm
gotta
gonna-
do,
I'm
look
gonna
for
type
a
in the 704.
Look for a North Carolina blue Fox body convertible.
Ah, it's the first thing that came up.
How am I
Current
not-
bid is 75 grand for that
Well,
Cutlass.
once I put the 704 on there, it's the first thing that came up. Yes, but
Yeah.
I used to watch his channel, so I guess I quit.
The
Well,
bid
he-
goes
I
on.
quit
he-
it, or YouTube quit it for me.
No, he hasn't made a lot of videos lately.
I
No,
wasn't
but
subbed
here-
anymore.
Bunky says that he does mostly car reviews now, not into car reviews anymore.
I'm about
Yeah,
like you, Funky. I'm not really into the car reviews. I don't really too much care for them.
I think
Blue
well,
Oval
that's my
Media,
car
I like
review.
Blue Oval Media. Blue Oval Media is a cool dude, man. I've met that dude in person. He's cool as hell. I think you met him in person too, hadn't you, Sublime?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that dude's cool, man.
Oh, his-
Yeah, he's got a sense of humor.
Yeah, he
so
moved. Didn't he move from Chicago down? He moved down here to Atlanta somewhere.
He sure did. He sure did.
Who was that?
Blue Oval Media.
Kenneth Shawn.
No, he
Oh.
that dude's awesome, dude. Listen,
I do know him.
so who is it? Ford Takeover, not last year, before, some guy was
What?
messing with him, and I kind of like stuck up for him a little bit. And he goes, "You come by my stream tomorrow, and I'm going to give you a shirt." I said, "Okay."
Who was that?
So yeah,
Who did that?
people.
Who did that, Gary?
The guy, what is it?
Blue Oval Media.
Yeah,
Yeah, that dude's cool, man. He really is. It's cool. He's a really, really nice guy.
yeah. In person, he's cool.
I've heard a lot of. I've never met Caleb in person, but I've heard a lot of mixed stories about that guy. I've heard
Caleb's
some
a nice
stories
guy.
from some guys that say he's cool, and then I heard some other people tell me he's just a plain
When I
dickhead.
met- When I met Caleb, he was cool as hell.
Caleb's
Mhm.
great. Caleb's a good guy. He is a good guy. Honest
Yeah,
as
he
hell.
was cool as hell. Him and- I met
He-
him and
he-
Bruno together.
So
both
I will
those guys-
say, Caleb.
Brutal.
got a
I
lot
like to.
more
I would like to
Ford
meet
takeover
Brutal.
than he gets from it.
Yeah,
he
I would like
does.
to meet Brutal.
Brutal's a nice guy too.
Yeah, from what I hear, I hear Brutal's like a really, really short dude. It's like my height.
He is.
No,
He is.
He is.
he's that
He
short.
is, but he'd probably pound me into the ground.
Dude, he's cool, man. They're good
He's
people, man.
good guy though.
I ain't
And they
never
say
met-
they say Neo's a good dude in person too.
HPR for the win, David.
Last time I saw Neo and talked to him was at Ford Fest, at the Holly Ford Fest, and he was
Yeah.
running really well. They were like they were in the zone the one day, and I couldn't talk to them at all because they were racing. They were in the zone.
Neo,
The day
Neo
before
is-
that, I talked to him and said hi, and just had a little hang with them, but they were doing fine.
So I talked to him at Ford Takeover at the Dyno, and
Yeah.
cool, but he's a little different.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure he is. Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yep.
I talked to them at Hollyford Fest. Fun guys. They're good to hang out with.
But there's one guy that I want to meet in particular, and I want to meet all you guys too. But there's one guy I want to meet in particular in the Fox Body community. You all have met him, and I have not, and that's MJI. I want to meet that dude and say hello one day.
Oh, he's an ass, man. You don't want to talk to him.
Yeah,
Dude, MJI is the best. He's freaking great.
He is good people.
Him and his son Isaiah, dude. Oh my God.
Isaiah is awesome.
That's my little man.
So
I love
the
watching
thing
Isaiah.
is that MJI is probably one of the most straight up guys you'll meet. Period.
Yes, sir.
He just seems like my kind of people, man. Just down to
When
earth.
I see MJI, he reminds me of the person I should be, not the person I am. How's that? He's
I'm
the
sure
person I should be.
I'm sure he probably won't have too many beers with me. Well, at least not many beers as I'm gonna drink. But that's
Wait till you see this next car.
MJI is a stand-up guy.
Yeah, he just seems like a really good guy.
He is
good
a
guy.
really good guy.
I got so
Dude.
confused. I thought that Brailsford was buying his red car, and I was like, "What?"
See, at first I thought it was
Oh,
too,
God, wouldn't that be
and
nice?
but then I
Yeah.
remembered the black GT that he was building for his
right.
son-in-law. I think it was.
Yeah, I was like, "What? You're buying that?"
Tier 1.
Listen, I literally, really,
140,000.
honestly, I would have bought MJI's red car. I'd have bought that in a flat second.
Oh,
He just
that thing
told me
is
straight up. He goes, "I cannot let that car go." My
No
son would
shit.
have it.
Yeah.
That red car is so nice.
Yeah, Gary, I don't think you could have bought a nicer car if you could have got your hands on that car.
I'm telling you, I would have bought that car.
This one's a
150
manual
now.
transmission. I guess that's rare.
Yeah, that'll
What?
go. But
That
that's
is
What is the
Right.
price? What
If it
is
goes
that price
under
at?
200,
60.
it'll be if it
160? That
Goes,
seems
it goes
cheap.
for 100. You know, those were only like 125K new, and that was only what 4 years ago.
The bid goes on.
Bid goes on. I don't blame him. I wouldn't let it go.
Transmission.
What'd you say if the price goes under 250? Is that what you said? It's too
About
fast?
200, it would be, especially a manual. Manuals are the rare ones.
Very,
Yeah.
very
I don't remember seeing too many manuals, if any.
They're not as fast
They're
as the automatics,
extremely rare.
but they're especially the high wing one.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that I've met on this YouTube thing that that I would really like to meet. 100%. I want to meet T. And I'm going to. Once he gets to Panama City, I'm definitely going down there.
No, you won't. He's a good
Yes,
guy.
I-
You can't be around him. We can't
Oh,
allow,
I'll-
we can't allow
trust
you
me.
around him.
I will go see T because I go to Panama City every year, man.
You just heard me. You might.
That-
We can't allow
that's
you
okay.
around T.
That's okay. I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna take a bunch of videos. I ain't gonna make no YouTube videos, but I'm gonna send it to all you guys and me and him fucking at the bar drinking.
T is a
Wait a
great
minute,
guy.
wait a minute. So you guys you're gonna be fucking him at the bar and drinking?
No, we're gonna be at the bar drinking.
Yeah,
Ain't
that
gonna be
I
fucking.
misunderstood that.
Look, if we fucking, we're gonna be fucking different women. Or if we
So-
fucking the same one, he's gonna be in the front and I'm gonna be in the back.
I did, right?
They're going to be doing Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, if we fucking the same woman, we're gonna be tag teaming the hell out of her. That's for sure.
Listen, all I know is Superfast did the same thing I did.
Yeah. No, y'all just heard what y'all wanted to hear.
Did you?
That's all.
Now, we heard what you
Y'all
said.
didn't hear it the way I meant it. Y'all just heard what y'all wanted to
We
hear.
heard what
Y'all
you said.
Y'all interpreted it. Let's put it this way. Y'all interpreted that shit the way you wanted to hear it. That's
hear
a
it?
better way to say it.
Yeah,
Did you hear
that's
Ford
what
Blue
it is.
talk about the Eiffel Tower yesterday?
Yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah, I heard that.
Hey, Funky says you're gonna end up with a pink sock.
No, Funky, Salty will not end up with a no goddamn pink sock. No, that's not happening.
Hey, Funky says you're gonna end up with a pink sock.
No. Trust me, me and T's gonna get drunk enough to where neither one of us is gonna worry about no fucking pink socks. We gonna stay far away from that shit as we can. Because I tell you what, I'm gonna get the dude drunk. Period. I'm gonna get him drunk.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
Yeah, I
something.
doubt that. You
Oh,
don't get
trust
drunk
me.
if you don't
I'm
want
going to get him drunk. I'm gonna
No,
get him drunk.
He's got a lot of self control.
That's okay. He's gonna lose it the night that me and him goes partying. I promise you.
No, you got to have me down there. You're only about 6 hours from me at PC.
No, well, we can't drink you under the table. No, you don't. We can't count you in on this because me and him both gonna
What
be
do you
dead
mean?
and fucking
I
passed
don't
out. You
drink
still
much
gonna be
at all.
drinking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Minuteman says you guys are gonna get drunk and cuddle and then wake up.
Yeah.
I'm taking my wife with me. I'll be fine.
Nah, we're gonna have a lot of fun though. Trust me. He don't know Panama
If he,
City like I do.
if he ends up
we're
down
gonna
at
have a lot of
PC,
fun.
I'm going to come down there and visit with him too.
Yeah, trust me. He
Because
don't know
that's not
Panama
that
City
far.
like I know Panama City. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I know all. I know all the.
You know
I know
Carolyn,
all.
my wife's friend Carolyn. She used to live in Panama City.
Dude, I've been to
She used to
Panama
live
City
down
so
there.
many times.
She
I
took
can't
my
even
wife
fucking
down there
think.
for a weekend and visited her all her old haunts.
Dude, I cannot
Oh.
even begin to tell you how many times I've been to Panama City.
I think
Holy shit.
This stream got a
I've
little
never
bit
been
away.
there.
It's 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yes, sir. This has been a good stream. When hey, look,
going
when you lose time and we're just having fun, that always turns out to be the best streams.
I gotta hop out of here. My battery's literally about to die. I'm at 1%. I didn't even notice.
Well, I'm going to drop out
Yeah.
here anyhow, guys.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Guys,
All right.
we've
Hey,
had a nice stream
thanks for
tonight.
having me on.
Later, guys.
Thank you for having me on. I'm outside with the dogs right now, so
I'm inside with
thanks
the
for having
dog.
me on. See you next time.
All right, you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining me on the screen.
Later.
Everybody, you guys have a great night as well. Thank you so much.
You too, Mr. Gary.
No
Thank you for
problem.
letting us on the panel, buddy. We had a blast, man. As always.
All right, take care.
Take care, guys. Let me grab my